Hey, I'm Ian, and you're listening to Crit Out of Luck, the Last Song of Arcadia. Find us on social media at Crit Out of Luck, or join our Discord server to chat all things D&D. Stay cool.
Alright, what happened last time?
We made a choice.
I sure did.
Finally!
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's been 84 years.
President Baby.
We
For
caused
life.
Good for him.
we caused the Arcadian stock market to plummet.
We did a little bit, yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
you're
good.
right. Then
Casca freaked out.
Casca freaked out.
Hieros talked her down.
Hieros dadded her so hard that she became a normal person.
Yeah.
again.
Surrie yelled at her a little bit, but that's okay.
Some pretty juicy dice rolls.
And we averted the
Thanks to
fascist
Morning
dictator
Lord.
arc. Thanks, Morning Lord.
Yeah.
Fun fact. The cure for fascism is dad love.
It's a cure for a lot of things.
You know,
You know?
you think you're joking,
I
but
said
that,
it as a joke,
yeah.
actually.
that might have a little bit more to it than you thought.
Actually, hug your children. Inspire confidence in them. Tell them they're smart and good looking.
Let them cry.
Yeah, let them cry.
Watch Lord of the Rings, because every man cries in that movie.
Don't be their coach in the sports they partake in.
Don't show them Nazism.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Even if you're not a dad.
Don't
Don't
have
do
them
that.
be a nationalist. That's bad.
Don't
bad.
give them a reason to look for a father figure in a political setting. Not to let Sigmund in here, but...
Ooh, excuse me. Gosh, what a rough start.
You get that man's name out of this house.
Fascism and burping? This one's gonna be weird.
Me and my
Yeah, I'm
166 hit points are happy to...
Oh yeah, we leveled
leveled
up.
We just leveled up to 14, baby.
Yeah.
Highest a character's ever been in any game that anyone's ever played. Shut up. That wasn't directed at anybody here.
So, a peaceful night in the palace passes, with no civil war whatsoever. Good job.
Achievement unlocked.
It was the way that you said that as a Wii Sports announcer that really brought it home.
Alright, no, we're gonna play D&D, I swear.
What do you think?
Fine. You've had a long week. Maybe you need a little giggle session.
Okay. You awake after a peaceful night back in your chambers, after a long time away. The sun rises with a chill in the air. The time is yours.
Madison thinks real hard about going to bother Kishakitsing if he did what I asked him to do politely last night. But I think better of it, because it's still morning and he's probably not awake yet. For Freddy's benefit and
Thank
for
you.
the benefit of our listeners, that was I gave you the letter,
I remember you...
which I Discord messaged
Yes.
to Trevor, and I put the sending stone in the envelope with it, and I asked you to please deliver it to Taliesin and Malorn.
Yeah, I literally would not have even had a chance. I didn't have any spell slots for it.
No, I know. I meant like, did you wake up and do it? But
I will... That is my to-do list today, because I also have something that I'm going to do for myself that I can't believe I remember.
yeah,
But... I'm very sorry.
What?
But also not as sorry as I could be.
that didn't peak the mic.
Power word belch.
Yeah, because I moved it towards you, quiet hose over there.
Yeah.
I get emotional.
That's alright. I
Okay.
also am very loud.
If I look out the window, what is the general vibe of like a courtyard?
Looking out into the courtyard below, it's very excited. Word of the new Duke has obviously spread fast, and so looking down into the courtyard, it's much a twitter with people trying to figure out what the new order is going to be now that there's been a change in management.
now what do we worry about?
Exactly. We have to worry about something, otherwise our lives are empty.
I've got something y'all could worry about.
Yeah.
So, the lay people of
Yeah.
Arcadia.
The
Yeah.
label.
How much do they care about something like this?
What a Duke?
I'm talking like, and I don't mean like middle class. I mean like the working class. Like, is this something that really affects them? Or let me rephrase that. Not that it doesn't affect them, but like, are they
stubs.
cognizant of how it affects them? Do they care?
Well, in so much as Arcadia is a place that, like, loves a personality.
That's kind of what I'm getting at, but
So
go on.
it's a royal family kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're like, oh, Bernard, and like they'll find good things to say
Right,
about
yeah.
him, but they didn't really have an opinion.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Always liked him.
Yeah.
yeah. And the reality is that, regardless of who's in charge, the city's mission statement stays pretty much intact, which is just to make money. And be fancy. So I can't imagine the day-to-day lives of the folks over in Buzzard's Bay changes too much based on a new Duke. But, it's like
It's at least a day.
exciting.
It's a one-day news
Yeah,
story.
right. Yeah.
Because most of the Republic, correct?
Correct.
Is self-governing.
Correct. Yeah, really, the Duke. I mean, the Duke has an impact.
Militarily speaking,
it's a collection of city-states bound together by mutual economic advantage.
Yeah. That's what all the best fantasy worlds are.
Correct. So yeah, I mean, it'll make a stir, but each city has its own leadership.
It's something to talk about during lunch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We had, I think, plans to go visit Axel today.
Yes. Right. That's all I had planned.
Are we meeting?
I can meet.
We sure can.
Sure. Do you knock on the door?
Of course he does.
I knocked on my own before I left. Thank you.
Okay.
Get the order of operations.
Absolutely.
Right.
PEMDAS.
Yeah. That's your door.
Yes, I understand that.
I'll open it with thaumaturgy.
Oh, I was gonna let him knock again.
Unless you want to knock again, I can close it.
Kashek, you can knock again.
No, it would be against protocol.
Oh. Then I let Surrie open the door with thaumaturgy.
No, he's got a point.
When are we going to Axel's opening?
It seemed to be a standing invite, so I think whenever we're ready for the day.
I need to deliver your message, and then I would like to visit a music shop.
Good morning. We discussed doing that tonight. Or rather, we told Marianne Starfall it was tonight we were going to go. And invited her to go as well.
And so my thought might have been we go somewhere earlier than tonight?
Oh.
Did you want to spend time with her? It's just she seemed like she was making you uncomfortable.
No, but that seems actively mean-spirited. To tell her something and then act contrary to
I
it.
suppose you're right.
She's rather sad.
Yes, I had not met her before, and I have a great many problems with her. But she also has a great many problems.
This is true.
Some of them are with me. And Surrie.
Well, I do not disagree with this. I do not think we need to be friends with her, but I think we have
You're right.
included her in a thing.
You're right. Would you like to finish unwrapping that Reese's cup before we keep going?
I've already eaten a Reese's cup. This is better.
Oh,
And shouldn't go in my mouth.
It should.
what is it?
Nothing. I bet you weren't expecting.
Is it a mini?
This.
Look at her!
Take it, Crump. Feel the power.
I see
Oh my
my
God.
sister.
Wow, look at her.
She came out really good.
She's so pretty.
You've been sitting on that for a while, haven't you?
I have. I can
Oh my
feel it.
god, I love the way her tail goes.
Yeah, I worked up. I
Custom pose that, yeah.
kind of the tails often go in good ways when you make certain poses, but yeah, I worked a lot on this one.
Oh my god, I love it
Why is
so
Alcyone's
much. Pass her
mini here
around.
if Alcyone's below the ground?
Or
Well, I just figure if we're about to do time skip stuff, I should be ready just in case anything happens.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why.
Anything's gonna happen.
Hold it up to the microphone.
Listeners,
look at how beautiful she is. We'll
note
take
the
a picture.
detailing and craftsmanship.
Oh, Freddy's just gotta get Kashek and then we can have a full family picture.
They've gotten even better. Even since I got Hieros, which is not that
Yeah.
long.
The colors actually come out
down.
pretty decently.
Yeah. Hey, Hieros, if you want to sponsor us, I will shill for you all day long.
Yeah.
Well then,
Anything.
does anyone else have any plans for the day besides going to the music shop?
No.
I don't think so, unless there's something you think I need to do in the capital before I leave.
You
Before
know,
we leave, rather.
Hieros, to be honest, we haven't done much in the capital ourselves. It was sort of a business trip every time.
The life of a hero.
You're not used to it yet.
I just don't want it.
It has been, almost 2 years now.
Right, but that's...
For you, that is a different amount of time. Though rather a busier 2 years than perhaps you've.
That's true. Shall we find a music shop then?
Yes.
Let's. And away we go. What were you looking for again, Frodo?
A sitar.
You make the familiar trip into the grand square where all the finest shops are to be found. Searching through the square, you manage to find a nice one-level shop with really rich sort of wooden walls and big wide bay windows along the front of it, in which hang, string instruments of assorted kinds. It's called a Hygie.
Can I make an assessment of the quality
Like a level of the shop?
of the instruments? But I guess
From
that's
outside,
part
looking through the
parcel.
window?
Yeah,
How much
looking
is
at the
that
window
sitar on
stuff.
the window? Sure, go for it. Do a, I don't know, what's appraisal? Like,
Insight.
Investigation?
You could make it a wisdom-based performance check. If you want to get spicy with it.
yeah, go for it.
I don't know.
Wisdom-based performance check?
Yeah.
24.
They seem to be of high quality. You can tell that the internal temperature of the shop is carefully maintained by a slight fog on the window to keep the instruments from warping
Nice.
with the fluctuating seasons outside.
I turn slowly to my friends.
Would they be opening to bartering with me?
Can I tell how nice they are?
More better than Kashak?
No, just so like...
generally.
Yeah.
Well, do the same.
A wisdom-based performance check.
Yes.
9.
Nope. They all look like hunks of wood to you.
I'm not... Kashak, to be honest, I'm not very musically inclined.
What
I
part of... Sorry.
don't know why they wouldn't be.
Kashek reaches into his pouch and says,
I only have 9 of these.
Oh,
I can lend you some if you need.
yes, me as well.
We are in the capital, after all, and rather close to the palace, so these must be of a fine quality.
We've all got nice things for ourselves. You should get something nice for you.
I'm actually having a moment here. I don't know how Kashek would feel about that.
If it makes you feel better, Master Kashek, we could lend you it now and you can return it to us in future.
It's also not exactly like we all went out individually and earned the money ourselves. It was a group effort each time.
But somehow I have spent all of mine.
You bought that very nice shield.
It is a nice shield.
But that was important.
Yeah.
That's important to keep arrows from going into you.
Yes.
I knock on the door.
You can come in. We're open.
Wonderful. He opens the door.
Yes, walking inside, it's a very pleasant atmosphere. The walls, it's a smaller shop than you would expect for like this section of the Grand Market, but the closeness of it brings all of the musical instruments finely hanging from the wall all around you. The walls entirely coated by various string, wind, pipe instruments of all kinds. What?
I hadn't done this on purpose, but I was like, good thing that he's playing a stringed instrument because he doesn't have lips. I would just imagine
Let me get a
baby
saxophone.
Kashek like, ah.
These are the challenges of being a bird person.
And not the sort of tongue you want for a reed instrument.
Heyo. Yeah, moving inside, it's very cozy in here, and you sort of get that that smell of of woodwork and fine polish. And moving around the counter, welcoming you in, is a handsome half-elf individual in a nice sort of what the fuck are those called? What do you call those? With the shoulders and the buttons and
A doublet.
A doublet. That's the one. A doublet.
How handsome.
As handsome as you can imagine.
Oh,
Second as handsome as I can.
if I need to directly state it, I have changed back into my everyday traveling clothes.
Oh, yeah,
Sure,
same.
that's fair.
Same.
Yeah, he comes around in a nice sort of brown doublet with gold buttons. He's got his hair back in a ponytail. Well, what can I do for you?
Good morning. I am looking to purchase a sitar.
Ooh, very exotic. Well, yes, I mean, we have instruments of all kinds and makes. Are you just looking to learn, or are you an experienced player?
Oh, you could say I'm quite experienced.
Ah, well, you'll want the finest then. Well, come on.
You
Come
want
on
the
back
middle
in the-
shelfiest sitar you have.
Yeah.
Let's see what I have.
200 goldiest.
And he goes to one section of the wall, which contains, as you can see, several different sitars of various sizes and ornamentation. He brings out a pretty simple one that looks like it was carved, almost like it was carved from like a gourd, like a butternut squash, with the round at the bottom and moving upwards. It's just like a nutty oaky color, but the strings are fine, and he gives it a few plucks, and it sounds delightful as you could like. He brings out a slightly more ornamented one, the neck, a little more detail going into the neck and shaping of the bowl, and then from off the wall, he actually uses a mage hand to remove this final one from the wall, and it just seems to sort of, he holds it there, sort of hovering in place. This one, a really sort of rich, dark mahogany color with a gold inlay moving from around the bell all the way up the neck. It looks like really intricate sort of sigildry of a dragon snaking its way up the neck. The tuning pegs up at the top, also made of gold.
Oh, these are lovely.
Well, we've got a bit of a selection here. What were you thinking of?
How much was that first one?
This? Well, the simplest model. Good for starters. It'll sound right. You'll have to keep its tuning up, especially if you're traveling across distances and the weather gets a bit fussy. You understand. This one will be just 200.
So
Gold, I'm afraid.
Kashek, that's
Did
alright.
we get any indication that you would be uncomfortable accepting money from us?
He is not giving you a green light. I will say that. You're
Okay.
getting like a yellow light vibe from him.
Okay.
Because that is not something that would be very common in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
It's either bartering or like quid pro quo or...
Now this model, he puts his hand over the middle one. This will be 250, a slight upgrade, but it's worth the extra bit. It'll keep its tuning much longer and much more resistant to the effects of weather. But if you want something really special, and then he floats the fine one over again. Now this will cost you a pretty penny, but I'll tell you something for free. It comes loaded with a few extra pieces. If you catch my meaning.
This is going to be my second
Gently, Freddy.
character with a magical instrument. Don't do this to me, Trevor.
What sort of extra pieces are we talking about?
Well, this comes from a very, very far away place. A place that doesn't see much rain. So let's say you're having an important day. Maybe it's your wedding. But oh no, you awake that day, that morning, to find clouds overhead. Whatever shall we do? A few strums on this baby. Clearest day you'll ever find.
How intrigued does Kashek look by that?
Can you put that on hold? Well, I'd be happy to if the gold is incoming.
How much?
How much of
How long will you keep it for 9 gold?
You have 9 minutes.
I'll tell you what, if you're interested in the finest piece, and it is well worth it, I assure you, you can put 5 down now and cover the rest when you get the chance.
5? 5 with 2 zeros or 5? Yeah.
5 with 2 zeros.
We don't have anything like... What did Bast offer us?
She didn't say specifically, but she intoned quite a bit.
I'm looking at our side quest list and I'm like, there's only one here that has like reward written at the bottom. That we would have to steal.
I'm glued.
She said you would be well compensated, is what she said.
I'm glued on Kashek, trying to figure out how uncomfortable he is at the thought of accepting a gift. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, he would be doing that in real time too. He's just kind of like... No, I don't want to do that because I did buy the arrow catching shield and that is dope as shit, so... And the only other thing I have worth any money is the diamond, which I'm not going to sell.
No, I wouldn't do that.
thinking so hard.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking telepathically hard at Surrie.
I can fix this.
Oh.
What are you thinking? I cast message at Seren. You
Surreptitiously.
can reply to this message.
Away from Kashek. What's the harm if we just put the down payment on it for him if, he leaves and decides? How many words was that?
It's not words for message.
Oh, it's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I do see the harm.
I have a whistle made of gold-colored wood.
Could be a gift for saving our lives all the time, healing us.
I haven't given many gifts, that's all. Seems nice.
Yes.
I shall return. Very well. I'd be happy to put it to the side if you want to do the down payment, or you can gamble and come back later, see if someone else has snapped it up.
I shall return.
Very good. Is there anything else I can do for the rest of you?
No, my old loot does me just fine.
Do you wear it on you? Do you have it available?
It's on his back, yeah.
This line
We're just wandering around, yeah.
He looks over. Oh, it's very fine. Would you mind?
Oh, certainly.
And he looks it over a little bit. Goodness me, the craftsmanship on this is quite exceptional. And he plucks his fingers dance across it just a few times, and he rings out a pretty pleasing melody. It's very, very fine. Where did you come by it?
An adventurer, a friend of my wife's, taught me to play.
Well, he gave you a very fine instrument. Please excuse an old enthusiast, his vicarious living.
So I quite understand. It is. I have treasured it through many dangers.
Yes. Well, if there's nothing else.
Thank you, my good friend. What may we call you?
Bellamy.
Thank you, Master Bellamy.
Of course. And I do hope to see you again, Master
Kashek.
Kazinzai. No, I'm kidding. That's right. Master Kashek.
Are we all turning to leave?
Yes.
We shall be on our way.
I as stealthily as possible slide this guy 50 platinum.
Goodness gracious. You've platinum. I take this to be for your friend.
I finger to the lips,
Early birthday present.
yes.
Your secret safe with me.
Thank you.
I'll put it aside. Where are we?
Did you wait until Kashek left?
Yeah, I waited until everybody was mostly out the door, and I was like,
I was gonna say my passive is 20, so I might have to roll to see if I notice that.
Sure, if you want.
Nah, if I was outside, that's different.
I'll make sure Kashek goes first. Or try to.
'cause I've been staring very hard at Surrie.
Yeah. So well, we can do something to get the money. We'll figure it out, Kashek. Don't worry.
Subtlety is very much
Darren.
the weapon of this
Hey,
party.
hey!
Okay, great. You do so. And emerge back out into the marketplace. What would you like to do now?
Should we
Run around there.
go over to the Boar and Barrel?
It looks quite nice.
Shall I meet you there?
Oh, you mean to sort of, what is the phrase? Case the joint.
Well,
Reconnaissance.
I sort of did, but if it seems like it's run by a nice fellow who just wants to win a contest and isn't going to
Cheat.
well, yes, then
I do like meeting nice fellows, and any chance to meet a nice fellow is a good day by me.
shall we meet you there, Kashek? Are you... Oh, you're going to... Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Do you want anything for when you come back?
What do you mean?
I mean, we're going into an establishment where they serve food and
Should we
drinks.
order a drink or a meal for you while we are in there?
Well, I will catch my meal. You may order me a water if you would so be so kind.
Yes.
Of course.
Then off we split, I think.
Okay. So you three are going to the Boar and Barrel.
Yes, indeed.
Check where you headed off to.
Malorn, you said? Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's do the Boar and Barrel first. So you make your way back across the square. You see in the distance Seven Cat Lounge, elegant as ever. And looking across the road, as you may have seen a few times before, you indeed find the Boar and Barrel. It looks distinctly out of place here in the Grand Square. whereas the buildings around it are elegant, more often than not made of stone or marble. The Boar and Barrel is just plain wood. It's sort of almost like a log cabin, just sat right in the middle of downtown Manhattan, basically.
The Times Square Applebee's.
I don't know. Making your way inside, you are sort of met with a cacophony of loud noises, jocular shouting.
Nice word.
It's the kind of music like they played in the downstairs of the Titanic.
Yeah.
Is kind of the idea. It's very much that atmosphere.
This is a lot.
It's a very different sort of clientele than you're used to in the Seven Cats, and really Arcadia at large. You get the sense that this is where the butlers and maintenance crews of the capital go when they knock off work.
There are normal people here.
So it's like an actual working class people establishment.
Yep.
Okay. I thought it was just wearing the trappings of being that
Yeah.
as
Well,
a luxury
We
thing.
could dig a little deeper.
That's true.
Yeah, let's look at their prices on the
Any
menu.
fat cats dining and hobnobbing in here?
Maybe some,
Daddy-o.
maybe some young princelings slumming it for a day, but otherwise, no. It looks of a genuine sort of working sort. Are the clientele in here? Cool. No one comes. There's no hostess to come and greet you like you would find at the Seven
Pub
Cats.
style, hell yeah.
Nice.
There are a slew of empty chairs and tables, a few spots at the bar. It's still pretty busy. You would expect for the morning. Maybe some of the servants from the Ducal Palace not getting off the night shift, coming to enjoy some kegs and eggs or something.
If I get the sense that this is where servants from the Ducal Palace are, I want to scan the room and see if there's a Chauncey around.
Give me a perception check.
Oh my god.
The man never rests.
He's standing right outside our door.
Give me a Chauncey check.
Give that Chauncey check.
18 on the Chauncey check.
Hello, miss.
Oh my god, he gets days off!
My goodness.
Is he part of the Butlers Union? I need to know.
He is the union.
Yeah.
No, there has to be a bigger union.
Yeah.
It's just
We gotta unionize the Butlers!
Alright.
I didn't expect to see you here. Out for a bit of breakfast. I could have brought you something.
No, Chauncey, you're here. You shouldn't be bringing us things if you're here.
I am where I am needed, mistress.
Well, clearly you're needed here.
Well, after I get off the night shift, I do have a bit of time to myself to come and enjoy some pleasurable company and good music.
That's quite heartening, Chauncey.
Oh, yes. A favorite pastime of mine, the Boar and Barrel. What brings you here?
You know, we were just finding the tastes over at the Seven Cats a bit too rich for us.
Quite right. I do take your meaning. Very funny, mistress. Very well played indeed. Well, you'll find many a home comfort here if you choose to dine.
It's very lively for the beginning of the day.
Did I tell a joke? No, I didn't think so.
You said too rich for your tastes.
Right,
Like rich as in ooh.
Like rich people.
right.
But also like
this
rich as in
sounds
like
sinful.
a velvet
Oh.
cake.
for your tastes.
Right,
'Cause
okay, right,
rich
got it.
tasting
Heard.
things.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
He thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I definitely did it on
You rustic bumpkin?
purpose.
Red velvet cake. That's what I
Yeah.
was saying.
Sure.
Velvet cake. Well, velvet cheesecake.
Death
Anyway.
by chocolate.
This is long enough.
Absolutely
Fat,
sin. Shut up, lady.
Oh, yes, well, we sort of work shifts here at the Boar and Barrel, you see, the morning crew just left, and those just knocking off have joined us for to blow off a bit of steam, you understand.
So it is always a after work celebration at all times.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well, there's quite a rich history to this place, but the owner could tell you better than I could.
Oh, who might that be?
Well, that would be Luther.
And he points to over behind the bar, where you see a large half-orc man with a nice, three-pointed beard with gray dappled throughout.
Excellent.
He's got his hair tied back in a top knot with little streaks of gray running through it as well. and you see him sort of nimbly.
Not I'm being like, oh.
You see, in one of his tusks protruding up and working their way out of his lips, he has a gold ring through one of them. And you see his hands sort of nimbly pouring mugs of ale. On one hand, he's got thumb, pointer, and middle. And on the other, he's got pinky, pointer, thumb.
Is he wearing a wedding ring on any of them?
I mean,
Isn't there ring fingers? There's no.
two's good enough.
Now natural 20.
No.
Yes.
Well, he lost that one, you see.
That's for Madison. That's not for
You
Seren.
know
And
what
the
a
other
wedding
one.
ring is.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a half
say?
orc.
Who's
Right.
to say?
Half an orc.
That was purely for me, not for him.
Missing digits even as he is, he sort of nimbly, fills up pints of ale, slides them down the bar, cracking jokes and a smile to everyone as he does so. That's what you see.
Certainly cuts an impressive figure.
Something wrong, mistress?
No. Why would there be some? No.
Sarah,
Well, I think I would like to get
I
some
like
food
it when
here.
there's the different colours in the hair. It's nice. No, that was genuinely. She wasn't. Shut up.
yeah, I know. I do this.
No, not
Me
because.
too. Me too.
Okay.
Well, I don't have much time left. I think I'll just finish my baked potato and be back off to the palace. I do hope to see you around again.
Oh, you
Of
as
course,
well.
yes.
As you thank you, masters, mistresses.
And he toddles his way back to a table.
I think I'm in a gift-giving mood. I don't know why. I think it's something about the changing of the seasons.
It is getting cooler.
All right.
It's about the time, I think, when we should be giving gifts to each other in a different universe.
I don't know what that means. But
What would you like to do?
I don't know. I'm gonna run up to the bar.
Okay.
She's gone. She's gone. She ran.
I'm right here.
Shall I get us a table?
Yeah, all right. We'll meet you there. I'll go with Seren.
I will commandeer. I like that word.
Dear.
I will get a table.
So, yes, Seren, you rush up to the bar, Surrie following in tow. Reaching it, just as Luther finishes sliding one down, he places both hands on the bar and kind of leans over it as you come up and approach. And he turns his head and his huge, deep brown eyes settle on you, and he gives a cheeky half grin, the golden ring through one of his tusks glinting
Lethal.
in the
Trevor,
firelight.
Sir, brown eyes. You didn't
Yeah,
have
come
to.
on.
And he says, "Well, hello there. I don't believe I've had the pleasure so far."
Sir. Yes, hello, you'd be Luther, is that correct?
I've been charged with worse.
Before we get to any of our own introductions, I was wondering if, and then I'm gonna see if I can point out Chauncey through the bar.
Sure, yeah, you do so.
Has anyone paid for that man's potato?
If I had $1. One of life's great mysteries, I guess.
Chauncey, well, it's funny. Most times at a bar, customers run up the tab. Chauncey, that old son of a gun always pays in advance.
Oh.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh. Well, alright.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but
I thought, yeah, that's fine. Can I prepay for a potato from next time? He's done quite a bit for us.
oh, well, I don't see why not.
Yes.
Just a silver will do you.
Okay, throw him a silver.
And he takes it from your hand, and in doing so raises his head again.
Hey there, old Chauncey! Next breakfast is on this one.
No!
You got a friend in the house.
How dark is it in here? No! Don't raise my hand!
It is 10 a.m.
No, I do.
How dark is it in here?
I wave.
No, that's not dark enough.
Shit!
I just wave at Chauncey.
No, you're activating.
Just
Chauncey
hold
looks
it in.
over and
I look
sees
mortified.
you, and says,
Mistress, you certainly mustn't.
I didn't do anything. That's a joke. I'm famously good at doing that.
Oh, come on, Chauncey, what's a potato between friends? I'm sure, knowing you, I'm sure you've done more than earned it in this lady's service.
Service? Yes. No. What?
Well, I take it you're one of them palace types, seeing as you know Chauncey and I've never seen you in here before.
Oh, no. Well, unfortunately...
Oh, do I offend?
No.
It's going well.
We're just... No, we're just much more at home somewhere like this, rather than at the palace.
Oh, well, we are happy to be a home for all who need one. What can I get you?
Madison's gonna put this away. For once, Seren is more competent in the situation than Madison is. Which one is more emotionally useless in this moment?
No, it's me. It's not her.
I know.
She's having a perfectly normal time.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Are you thirsty? It'll quench you.
Stop.
More than happy to parch a slake thirst.
Slake
Slake parch thirst.
What's
You know what I mean.
The opposite.
Have you any mead here?
Meat? Well, that's like asking a cat if he's got a mouse in his tummy. I'll get you right up.
Would you like one?
Yes, 3 actually.
And
If
one
you could.
water, please.
3 meats, 1 water.
Yes, please.
All right, I can do that. Where can I find y'all?
And then I look for Hieros.
Seren starts giving the address of the palace.
Waving his big stupid hands.
Lovely beach up over there.
Oh,
We're with him.
big fella.
Yes.
All right then. Well, should be easy enough to find him through the crowd.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll bring him right up. No, thank you.
How big is this man?
That's a crucial question.
She's already dead.
I know.
Yes.
Is that a wig?
I've been bald for 20 minutes.
That is an excellent question. Give me a perception check. 'cause
Short
it's standing
I was gonna say that. He was sitting on a
king.
stool.
Oh, I thought you meant like.
Broad.
He's an orc with dwarfism.
I'm that big.
They never said what the other
muscles.
half was.
He's half
No,
orc,
that's
half
true.
something.
Something.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, a half orc, half dwarf is that's just a brick wall.
Too much power. Too much power. The scientists spent so much time figuring out if they could do something and never stopped to consider if they should.
That's just a boulder. That's a rock.
The boulder is conflicted.
Perception, it's 4.
Leaning on the bar as he is, you can't quite tell, but his forearms look like barrels of ale themselves.
I am looking so respectfully.
Kashek is gonna come back and cast Bonk.
So, going over and taking a seat with Hieros? Okay, great. Let's jump over to Malorn.
Yeah, where's the closest tree I can find?
Probably in the courtyard.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again.
Yeah.
Same one, why not?
Yep, back you go. And stepping through the tree and emerging in the familiar space, plenty of trees to choose from there, you emerge back in Malorn on Maple Street.
Your glasses fog out.
Janice transition lenses.
Yeah.
I thought you meant they were literally falling.
No.
Like, are they?
No.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna seek out my quarry.
Taliesin, that is?
That is.
All right. You know, I think from being here before, you know where Taliesin's office is.
Yeah.
So you make your way through the stacks, up the stairs.
I was gonna say Outlanders are the ones that get, yeah.
And approaching his office, you hear raised voices coming from inside.
Ooh.
What would you like to do?
Hooty hoo.
He says, who do you?
Yeah. Get closer without going all the way inside. And just listen.
Great.
Check that I will forever miss.
knocking.
Give me a perception check with your owl ears.
That is a 18.
Yeah, so moving your way, it's very quiet in the stacks, so there's not a lot of ambient noise to drown out the voices coming from inside, so you have no trouble picking up on them as they discuss. Yes.
You ever realize that you add one of your stat boosts wrong? I lied, that's a 23.
Well,
Because I never added my fucking proficiency bonus to this.
Magic Mike.
from downstairs in the stacks, you can hear some woe-begotten students who forgot to study for the final this coming week, cursing in obscenities. But also, coming from Talison's office. I understand it's important to you, Taliesin, but if I've told you once. I have told you 1,000 times. The Scholars Lodge is not in the business of funding expeditions to chase fairy tales. I know what you think you saw out there, but since you have not been able to obtain any physical proof, nor turn over some reasonable assessment of verifying what it is you saw, my hands are tied.
Do I recognize that voice?
No. I can't help you. If you want to go to the capital, hire some mercenaries, or for the Wizards College, see if you can get some young magicians full of vim and vigor to go traipsing through the forest.
Vim and vigor in this economy?
Then I won't stand in your way, but as it is, I cannot give you 1 copper. Your proposal is rejected, and I would ask respectfully, you do not try and you do not do another proposal and embarrass me in front of the wisdoms again. Ow.
And I'm outside a window.
See you at elf practice.
So there aren't doors to any of the. It's sort of just these like because this building, just like everything here, is just sort of like carved into a tree.
Yeah.
So you're sort of standing in the hallway off to the side.
Okay.
You can see like light filtering out of what you know his office to be.
I found out that Taliesin was nice. He called him Taliesin by name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, good day. And you hear a figure start walking out of the room beyond. Do you do anything?
No.
Okay. So this individual just comes walking out of the office at a brisk pace. And oh, God.
I was gonna say I will try to look discreet, but also I'm an owl, so
yeah, you're an owl.
Yeah. I won't be like. I wouldn't be like positioned right next to the door. Like, you know what I mean? He's at least standing far away.
Like Wan Shutong,
Yeah.
he's like 6 feet long.
But yeah, he comes out nonetheless a little startled by your presence. Oh, hello there. I'm afraid I don't recognize you. Are you a new student?
No.
Oh, what is it you're doing here?
Here to meet someone.
Do you have an appointment or?
I'm here to see Taliesin.
And he gets his eyes narrow a little bit. A friend of his or?
Yes.
Business to discuss, have you?
Yes.
Of what nature, might I ask?
A private correspondence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Yes.
He does not know who he
I
is.
don't know who he is.
Whoo!
Yeah. He is sorry about it. He does not know who he is.
That's exactly right. I was like, that's not even him being sorry. That's just a straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Decimus Malorus. Clearly, you are not familiar with the Scholars Lodge.
Clearly not.
Well, then I again ask you your business here.
A private correspondence with Taliesin.
I'm gonna make you roll, but I think he's just gonna roll some.
Yeah.
Very well. Sorry to bother you. Please don't stay over long. We're very busy today.
No, I will be gone in a quick.
And he sort of hustles off. There's no doors.
There's a wall in
You
there.
can knock on the door frame.
Everything's wood.
That's fair. Yeah, you do so. So sort of peering around, you see in the small hollow that is that are all the rooms in this massive building. A slightly disheveled-looking Taliesin sits at his desk with his head in his hands. He seems to be sort of like rubbing his temples, trying to relieve some pressure. And as you knock, he goes, "Oh, it's you."
He can't smile, so when he smiles, he crooks his head.
Kashak. Yes, please do come in. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't expect to see you or anyone from your daring party today. Please, can I fix you something?
No, I am fine. I have a message from Seren.
Kashak didn't pause.
forget Seren's name?
No. I was like, wait, because that dude was.
No,
like,
you're fair. You're
fucking
fair.
with me, and I was like, there's no reason to be secretive about
Yeah.
this.
Please, by all means. You all at the sending stone? Did you? Yes. What you sent me is in this letter.
Yes, the stone and the letter are both in the envelope.
Yes, and he takes it. He kind of flicks his wrist, and like some people have a hidden dagger, he has a hidden letter opener.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Kind of.
You know what? If I could, that'd be great.
The lamest assassin.
Hey man, with enough force.
Because stab, so he just
There's a little pen.
So he sort of flicks his wrist and suddenly
Bends like a butter knife.
It's actually a kitchen skewer.
a small letter opener, and he flicks it open, and with one hand pulls the letter out and kind of like just takes it in his hand and flips it open, gives it a quick read over. You've chosen then a successor.
We have.
Fascinating. Well, good news, I suppose. It's been sort of turbulent these days. Bernard, really?
Indeed. Surprised me as well.
Yeah. Well, from my perspective, the only choice. So well done on you.
We'll have to see.
Can I make a medicine check?
For what? Yeah.
Him.
What are you trying to discern?
Why he was rubbing his temples.
Oh, sure.
22.
He was getting hollered at rather good before you came in, and he looks a little bit disheveled. His hair is kind of out of place. His glasses are slipping down his nose. His robes look a little bedraggled, like maybe he's
I'm gonna cast.
haven't quite had time to press them.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word because he's having a bad day.
Oh, okay.
It's what Kashek would do. But flavoring that, he just takes a little bit of sand out of a pocket and.
Oh.
It dissipates.
It's Kashek sand. It is not coarse or anything Anakin says about it. It's like
Sugar.
Yeah, I got
it's
you.
basically glitter.
Oh.
But it smells of the desert.
Oh. Well, that's much better. That's much better.
Relieves the tension.
Thank you, Kashak. I'm terribly sorry if you overheard anything.
No. Not at all.
Well, good.
He lied.
Well, good. Yes. Well, I will offer Bernard and all of you, of course, whatever aid I can. Though I must admit, my attempts to look deeper into the truths we uncovered deep within the forest at the Tower of Canonos have been met with some obstruction.
Of what kind?
Well, Kashak, how much do you know about scholars?
The scholars of your land confuse me, but the wise men of the desert I am quite familiar with.
They sound a sort I would rather be more familiar with. The scholars of our land, on the surface, seem committed to the principles of furthering knowledge and learning things that will better the world around them in a myriad of ways.
Wise people of the desert.
In practice, really, more what they are more in tune to is finding the things to keep them in fine-bound leather books and old brandy.
I am familiar with types of that kind in the desert as well.
It's terribly frustrating. But, nonetheless, I shall persevere. I may just need to look elsewhere outside of the Scholars' Lodge to further my research.
Well, let us know if you are in need of our help. You have a way to contact us now.
Yes, Captain. Well, I very much will. Anything that I learn shall be bequeathed to you with all haste. That I can promise.
Very good. I hope you have a better day.
That's very kind of you, Master Kashak.
Who? He just taps his staff and starts to walk off.
Kashak, if I may. Well, how is everybody? It's been a moment since we spoke.
Yikes.
Taliesin's already having a bad day.
Well,
We're great.
Okay.
we saw him back to the lodge, so everything that happened at the temple he knows.
Oh, yeah.
So all he
He knows
doesn't.
Hieros is alive again.
Yeah, all he doesn't know is what happened in Caradron, essentially.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hey, none of us died in Caradron.
Yeah. I saw a lot of my own people slaughtering innocents,
We are
though.
as well as could be expected.
Good. Yeah.
I'm sure we will keep you posted with more updates.
Please, yes. I'd love to hear from you. Any of you. Any of you at all. Anything, it's just well-being, general sort of check-ins,
We'll keep you informed.
Good. Yes, thank you.
Is he looking for something more?
Give me an insight check.
Uh-oh. First bad one.
It's not really hard to figure out.
Yeah. 7.
Yeah, 2. He wants to ask how Seren is doing. He just is awkward.
As I said, everyone is as well as could be. Seren bade me bring this directly to you just this morning, or last night. I was up late.
Good. So she's not angry or, just in general.
I think she's very angry, but outwardly, no.
No. Oh my god, Freddy, no.
Sarah's not even there, and he's like,
She's got so little hair as it is.
Roast!
Freddy did not need to give me, in real life, that shitty little lock either.
No. That is.
Oh my god.
Dwark's on his way.
Actually, I just said to Robin this afternoon, I was like, I love Kashek, but Seren kind of misses having someone to just abjectly torture every day.
That's fair.
So what I'm saying is that when Kashek said that, there was absolutely no heat in it. Freddy is
Yeah, I
a
got you, I got
shit-eating little piece of
I got you.
Kashek is the most sincere character I've ever made.
He takes it as such. Well, good.
Kashek wants to console him further, but he's not familiar enough with people like this to be like, she thinks of you often.
Fair enough.
He also isn't going to give him false hope.
Well, it was marvelous to see you, Kashek. Please, pop by any time.
I may do that. It is nice here.
There's much to learn, if you have a mind to look.
You said this is an outdoor sort of...
No, so it's all of this is within the trunk of an enormous tree. But the bulk of it is the stacks, which is just row after row of bookshelves.
But can I see outside from here?
No.
Okay.
Not from his office, no.
I will. I shall return at some point.
Excellent. Well, fairly well.
He bows his head sagely and goes to leave.
Any other business here? Or you're just gonna pop back?
Oh, I can't. I needed to go back. Damn it. Okay.
Fine.
I will go find a tree. And I will walk back to the courtyard.
It's very easy to do here. Great.
Takes a bit while to walk around it though.
No. Better.
Okay.
Flavor-wise.
Okay.
Kashek is going to start flying and shoot up into the canopy.
For
And
a
the wind keeps going, but he's gone.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to stop walking around trees. There are better things I can
That's
do.
sick as shit. All right. You pop back.
Cause shit.
Yeah.
All right.
I upcasted at 7th level, so it had to be a little more. It had to be a little more flashy.
There you go.
And then I will set out for my friends.
You do so. Back at the board and barrel, you sit comfortably around the tables in here are like those wooden picnic tables, that you see in parks and shit.
Yeah.
You sit comfortably. A nice, very comforting, crackling fire to one side. People laughing and singing, playing cards, and there's definitely a dude at someone's table doing the thing with the knife between the fingers.
Finger dance.
Yeah.
Five-fingered fillet.
And after a few minutes, Luther himself comes walking over with a huge tray balanced and just on one hand.
I'm beginning to wonder how Luther lost his fingers.
Well, you never know. It's a huge tray, and it's got far more than just you ordered on it. You figure he's making the rounds. But he does come over, and with just one of his huge hands, missing digits, even as so, he scoops up all 4 mugs with his long fingers, 3 ales and the water, and plops them down on the table. in front of all of you, and then pulls back. There you go, 3 of our finest meads and our even finierest water.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything else I can get you for?
Nothing for right now, unless.
A breakfast if you are doing them.
Oh,
We're always doing breakfast here.
I love it here.
We'd be more than grateful.
What can I get for you?
Is there a special that is your favorite?
Pig's head.
Head?
The cheeks are some of the finest slices right off the thing.
What is your second favorite?
No, a little less going, no?
What's your second worst nightmare?
If you're not feeling adventurous, we do a fine baked potato and eggs.
Oh, that sounds very good.
Go
The
right.
pig sounded good too. I have a thing about faces.
Oh, what might that be, may I ask?
Oh, if I can see a dead thing's face, it makes me sad.
Fair enough. Although, I think there's something to looking something in the eyes as you eat it. Respectful, in a way.
I will take your word for it.
Very good. Anything else I can get for y'all?
I will be eating the whole potato. I
I'll have the
I'll
same.
have the same.
Right, you
Thank you.
Be right over. And he makes his way off.
Thank you.
Actually, if you could bring us a towel.
Oh no! Oh no!
Did you
Snail
sit in
trail,
something?
baby.
I don't.
Kashak's gonna come over and be like, there are snails.
You guys.
It's been even longer since my character was outwardly horny for something. It had to erupt sometime.
Mama mia.
Eris isn't horny at all.
Speaking
It's gotta
of
come
which,
from
where's the
somewhere.
baby?
He came with us.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Sit at the table with me while you're in.
Yeah.
I'm imagining his little head right there and say, like,
And how's your day been?
I'm like,
when Luther comes over, Seren's like,
Just turns his owl head around.
I'm like, don't look out from the inside for this one, please.
In that case, if the baby's there, then actually before he goes, he's
Got any
wait.
freeze?
How is he holding those goblins?
Oh, he's got those big bear paws.
Anything for your little one there?
Eating them.
Oh, actually, if you've got anything, if you've got any meat that doesn't come on a pig's head, I just don't think he would finish the whole thing by himself.
He does like bones.
Call this place Barn Barrel for a reason. We got plenty of meat.
Lovely, thank you.
Funny little thing he is. Never seen one of his like around here before. Where y'all in from? If you don't mind my asking.
Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
The Old Valley, I think is what they call it here.
Oh, is that right? Straight out of a fairy tale y'all come. And humble my little bot, well, I must say, thank you very much for your patronage.
It is a fine establishment.
Oh, it's all right. The old girl's bought a lot of stories baked into these walls, but I won't bore you.
We'd love to hear some.
Yes, please. I mean, I'm sure you're very busy, but if you have
Yes,
the
if
time.
you have time.
Oh, you're not just pulling a leg, are you?
Of course not. I
Absolutely.
love stories.
I'll bore your head off, I promise you.
I would love to have something boring happen to us for once.
Stop
please.
saying board. We're at a board place.
That's the other reason we call it Boar and Barrel.
I do love stories. Always have.
Yeah, very well. If you're really interested, why don't y'all come back tonight? I'll cook up something special for you and we can chat the night away.
If it makes it better for your part, we could trade stories in return.
Well, I think I like that very much. Always happy to hear tales from faraway places. Don't get out much myself, no, not anymore.
We don't get in much anymore, so I think it is a perfect match.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that sounds just fine, just fine.
I don't. Much like Freddy gave the disclaimer about make fun of me all you want. Just because I've been burned like this before. This guy's accent sounds familiar. Am I pinging?
I like your accent. Where you from?
Oh, sorry.
Am I pinging anything about this guy
God.
being from Trabin at all?
I didn't even think about that.
You could try an insight check, I
I mean,
suppose.
half of it, maybe.
You never
Surrie
know.
would have thought about that, but I
We
didn't.
certainly didn't see any orc folk there.
That would be a 17 on the insight.
I mean, you didn't see anything but humans when you were there.
And the one dwarf lady.
The one dwarf
She was an
lady.
import.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine wine.
I mean, you caught wind of a lot of twangs while you were making your way through the Riverlands.
Okay.
All over the plains.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, nothing that, like, you can figure that'll tie him to the place directly.
Like, he's not gonna undo the zipper on the back of his head in front of Cochrane's neck.
Surprise, bitch!
It's me, Father Cochrane.
Sorry.
Good luck.
Sorry, that was me.
Yeah, not so far you can figure.
Okay. So he comes back over to top up our drinks and skids on the snail trail.
Love to watch him leave. What?
Oh yeah.
Well, at
what's
least
the-
he's topping your drinks.
If he wants to bottom my drinks, I can make it happen. I just need to go to the store.
No, Ian's right, and he should say.
I know my audience. You. Not you guys,
Yes,
sorry.
yes, we all
you
know.
guys.
What is the cake situation as he leaves? Just like in case someone wanted
He's
to
missing
know.
a cheek
Give me a perception check.
I'm also doing one.
for each cheek.
Shit! Fuck!
Oh wait, I've got really good perception.
Respectfully, a respectful perception
17.
17!
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
check. Like plastic over mozzarella.
Again, just like Jack.
Oh, well.
So it's just got tight pants.
Yeah, I was like, what is this man wearing to work?
No, I was imagining like a...
His
I was
sluttiest outfit.
I was imagining like a Randall Piper situation where the pants are baggy, but the ass is doing a
You know
lot of work.
how when you were in when in grade school to get perspective on hills, you would just draw two. It's that.
Huh?
Okay.
It's that.
Yes, or a 3 sideways.
Yeah, Freddy just showed us a sideways
Yeah,
3.
yeah, it's a
on
3
a
sideways.
6.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
It's a cartoon butt
Respectfully.
on a man.
I'm watching...
You
What a
can't
man.
tell if it's the bore or the barrel, but either way, it's good.
Oh, I know what
No,
the barrel
the
is.
barrel's in front.
I know what the barrel is.
Tap that keg.
Oh, yes!
And into the back is where you bore.
Oh! I did this. I made this happen.
Boy, it is hard to find this place.
I keep knocking on doors.
Kashek is like, he's getting the vibe. He's like oiling up his staff. He's like, no, this is somebody's
Yeah.
getting bonked.
Don't be making that,
I'm
that
watching...
motion, Freddy.
I'm watching
He's just oiling up his staff.
It's the wrist movement you gotta get.
I'm watching my young charge play cards with Hieros.
Yes.
No,
No.
wait, no, he's eating them.
That's my 4.
Old maid.
Oh, well, now you'll know which one it is.
Are those going to make him sick? Stop! Hey,
Yes,
stop!
it's
Stop
paper.
it! Stop it!
I don't know anything could make him sick.
Would really prefer if we didn't try.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
He's just
On
been
the
eating
table.
cards.
I'll pat him on the back.
On the table.
He coughs up a pellet.
Oh, he's supposed to do that.
Owls do that.
Yes.
I've seen them do it. It's
Bears,
frightening.
though, bears do not do that, which means what?
It's on the table.
Oh, I'm sorry. Knock it on the floor.
Thank you.
Can I cast Calm Emotions? Also, is horny an emotion?
No! It's a way of life.
Chef Bunk.
I think it's a wisdom save.
Oh, good, I'm great.
Shit.
Nothing better than eggs in the morning. Mm-hmm. Plops down a steaming plate in front of all of you. It's a baked potato, you know, with little chives on it, with sour cream, steam rising off
Some
it.
chivets.
2 sunny side up. And I even got something a little special for your little one. And he brings out, and it looks like a perfect little like meat wrapped around like a cartoon bone, you know. And puts it
Meat
right
on the
down
bone.
in front of the baby, who immediately begins to tackle it.
Careful, please, of fingers.
He's in the motion of tackling it. Many hears you speak, and then he just freezes in place and turns his enormous eyes towards you.
Manners, please.
And he puts his paws down on the table and then slams his face into it.
Thank you. Like she knows what the fuck that means.
I was gonna say,
I was eating saltines in a monastery
it's
for
really
180
the blind
years.
teaching the blind manners.
Healthy appetite for such a little one.
Well, he's been going through a growth spurt recently.
Don't we all? I know what that's like.
Yes.
Anything else I can get y'all?
Oh, how much do we owe you? I can certainly settle that out easily here.
Oh no! First time's always free, my friend. Here at the Boar and Barrel, we're your company is paying enough.
Does everybody in the city know about this place?
Well, surely they do. Whether or not they can lower their noses enough to see the front door, that's another question. You take my maiden.
Yes.
She takes out her mental notebook and writes, "Lower their noses?" Question mark?
None of us are from here.
I read that on you like the cover of a book. I appreciate y'all stopping by. You've got a powerful energy. I do so appreciate such.
Oh, and same as you, my friend. I'm sorry, I just...
Robin just cocked her eyebrows so violently that, like, across the world there's a tsunami.
I think you might have set up a slip and slide in here somewhere. You might want to go make sure the hose is turned off. I don't know. If that's like a...
Did someone spill Dawn dish soap?
Did the sink running again? Dang. You'd be surprised how much
You've
that
got a real
happens.
snail problem in here. I don't know.
We haven't been to Barovia in so long.
Oh, for Milivage.
Yes.
What do you think you
The
do
only
is not
person.
Oh, because that's where she gets fucked. Yes.
on account of the plowing. Yes.
Are we sensing a theme? A very strong, handsome barman?
Well, now we are.
Well, anyway, I'll quit bothering you and let y'all tuck into your meals. If there's anything else you need, just feel free to give me a holler.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Did he say we should bother him tonight?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Now the thought did.
No.
The thought did occur to me. Surrie and I mind exactly what the other one is doing for a moment.
You just... You hang and Sokka for a second. Bow, smack.
Now the thought did occur to me that we also had plans with Axel, but I thought perhaps we could go there first and then come back here.
That's
We were gonna
exactly
say the
what I
same
was going to
thing.
say.
Yes.
The party seems to never quite end here, so...
Yes, of course. Oh, that's
we
right. Is what I meant to say.
Like, I'm kind of looking around and I'm like, we cannot go through with the,
No.
the thing.
No, we are not stealing from this man.
Unless tonight he comes back and he's done something abjectly awful to a bunch of orphans or something.
There are other people in the world besides orphans you can do bad things to.
Okay.
I'll see it when I believe it.
We'll leave that there.
I'll believe it when I... Whoops.
That's 2 spoonerisms tonight, baby. You got one more and then you're out.
Oh no!
Then I'm DMing.
No, the third and final spoonerism is Luther with someone tonight.
Hey!
You can have it.
Nice
You can
one.
have it. You can have it.
One.
Yeah, that was
deserve
good.
it.
That was good.
Take a drink on me for that one.
This is a beer I stole
That was
from
good. Take an
Robin.
inspiration.
Yeah.
So you dig into the breakfast, and it's what it tastes like what I imagine breakfast at Luke's tastes like.
Like from Gilmore Girls? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Do we all have to start speaking 30% faster?
Yeah, if you could do like a 16% smarm increase, that would really help.
Yeah.
But yeah, you tuck in, it's delicious.
Yeah.
And the time is yours. What would you like to do?
Arrive.
Wait for
Yes.
Check shows up!
Yeah!
with possum in tow, in talon.
Yeah, a little. I call it a
Talons
little
at the end of the toe.
skink, something.
A skink?
Yeah.
That's a lizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is?
Okay.
Well done.
Stone. You're right, but I can also eat that too.
You can eat a lizard if you. I'm sure
Yeah.
there
You
are
eat
lizards in
both.
the
What do you
desert.
I would have
Those
to.
ones who can detach their tails.
Yes. Both. A skink and a stone.
Great.
That's a nose.
Blue-tongued skink is one of the first ones I think about.
A regular
No,
bounty
they
for
called
you.
me.
But yeah, you make your way, and you make your way
about
in,
it.
into the Boar and Barrel, coming in through the front door, closing in your wings around you to get through the narrow entryway. You espy your friends at a table across the way, tucking into some eggs and taters.
I make my way over.
Ah.
You do so.
Oh, we have your beverage for you.
Yes.
Wonderful. And he puts the skink and stone on the table.
Oh!
They didn't have cactus juice, and by that I mean I did not ask.
I would not expect him to.
After sitting down and reconciling with your friends for a moment, Luther comes back over
Murph.
and says,
That's the baby.
well, I'll avoid the obvious wordplay and just say welcome.
I think feathered a friend.
Oh no, I was
thinking, who's this?
That's the one.
Oh!
That's the one.
Listen, this meat and I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
That is a
I'm
fatherly
eating
jest.
Breakfast.
You're also losing. Never mind.
You gotta rehydrate it.
Hello. Greetings, my friend. Can I get you anything?
I have my water right here.
Well, you know, there's plenty more to go around than water. Are you holding up the stove? Huh. Now you see, Mr. Hieros. That is exactly what I was talking about.
Did you just...
Pig's head.
Yes. No, he doesn't do that. He breaks it. Yeah.
You know, animals every day give their lives so that we may have a meal we'll never think of again.
And that is kind of them.
Most you can do is look them in the eye.
I just ate them.
You do enjoy. Well, I won't darken your doorstep any further. If there's anything else you need, just let me know.
You don't happen to have cactus juice, do you?
I got pickle juice.
No.
Just out of curiosity.
Robin said, ooh.
Our friend is from a place where cactus juice is quite a...
Commodity?
Indeed.
Well, it's real good after a shot of whiskey, I tell you what.
I never thought of
It's
that.
tolerable. Whiskey, that is.
This meat is fantastic, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We brewed in-house.
It is very fine.
Only the finest for the least fine establishment in town.
How does it compare to Muma's owls?
It's good. It doesn't approach Muma, but it's very. If you hadn't already had Muma's mead, you would think it a rival to the finest you've ever had. But it's not Muma's.
Hieros is a polite man.
Well then, I won't trouble you any longer. Then he goes.
He is a very kind individual.
Yes, that's why we're not stealing from him.
I, again, don't fit well in small spaces, not very sneaky.
I know.
Wasn't going to.
I know.
Your message is delivered.
Oh, how is Taliesin?
He's fine. He says hello.
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
No, that's what... Is that what he's... Yes, Kishak, thank you.
He's dead! Oh, he's gone! It's so funny!
Was that the...
Bok.
Was that the bread, the whole message?
Oh, he asked of you. I told him that you would be able to communicate with him now that he has the sending stone.
Good,
I would not presume to speak for you,
thank you.
since I have no idea what you are thinking.
Yes, I guess. Thank you.
We are each masters of our own thoughts.
The mead settling.
I only laughed because Freddy laughed.
I'm thinking
You sound
the way that you said that just immediately Patrick's milk carton.
The inner workings of my mind are
I'm a bit more complicated than that.
How was the rest of your journey?
Fine. Not much of a journey.
walking around the tree and all that.
I'm asking after how my friend Kashek's morning has been.
Pleasant?
Good.
Potato.
I'm just gonna take a long sip.
At every moment, just sort of like starts grabbing the potato and just kind of tearing off pieces.
I've never known what to do with the skins.
You eat them?
No, I know, but there's the good thing is they're in the inside.
No, that's the skins where the vitamins are.
All the nutrients are on the outside, actually.
Oh, I don't know about that. However, if you eat the inside and the outside together, it creates a more interesting texture to it.
Mouthfeel. I've heard it described.
Is this what they've been discussing while I was gone?
Is that to the baby?
Yes.
He's now just licking he's devoured all the scraps of meat that was delivered to him, and now he's gnawing on the bone.
Cracking open the marrow inside, just kind of.
Yeah, and licking out the marrow, and he looks up at you with his big eyes, and he rolls them. His giant eyes.
By rolling his whole head, because
Owls can't roll their eyes.
Well, he manages. It's not
sure.
We would understand.
His little horn goes like sassy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has his sassy tufts.
I'm going to finish my stout.
Well. No, go.
No, what? I wasn't going to say anything.
Should we find Marianne and go to Axel's?
I think she can find her way on her own. She's lived here her whole life.
We did tell her where it was, I believe.
That's true.
Sure.
I don't know if we gave a time. I think we said later on, but we can make it earlier in the day. As soon as we're done here, it'll be time for lunch.
What time is it?
Morning.
Of the clock?
Sunny.
Yeah, you find, actually, considering the time, you find you've been sitting at the Boar and Barrel far longer than you would have assumed, enjoying the atmosphere, food, and fine drink. It is now approaching a little late, like 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Oh.
We've had brunch.
Oh.
In fact, everyone give me a constitution check except
God.
Hieros.
Oh.
No, even Hieros.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Alright.
And me, I would assume.
Hey!
I'm gonna
I'm
make
not
this
drinking
one.
anything, and also I'm immune to poison.
You're also immune to poison if you want to be.
Well, no, I'm gonna make
We'll
this
say
one.
in finding the mead very fine and in waiting for your friend Kashek and Luther being very liberal to you as first-time customers, maybe there's been a few pints.
7.
7?
You're immune to poison.
Right, but I'm choosing not to be at the moment.
Wow,
You
this
can.
This is fantastic. Okay. Yes?
19.
Okay.
26.
Jesus. All right. Well, you're fine.
Hieros is like, we were drinking.
I'm just like this.
Sir, your fingers are a little tingly. Pleasantly so. You're that like pleasant, so where everything is just warm and chipper.
Where I'm at right now.
That's where he is.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm about to get there.
Seren, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but oftentimes when the party's, just having a casual night at the bar, you don't imbibe or indulge very much.
No.
Something about the atmosphere in this place, I can't say exactly what, has loosened your inhibitions a little
It's
bit.
Luther's my inhibitions.
The musk.
Jesus.
Enough.
My scent on the wind.
So you've imbibed perhaps more than you generally would.
He's just so handsome with that flashing smile of his.
And you're finding
It's
everything
very handsome.
The ring on his tusk.
way more funny than you typically have access to.
You guys.
I love you guys!
Actually, you know
So
what?
much.
She has a couple of times. She laughed at a Drastos, because I keep track. She laughed out loud at a Drastos.
What a sad thing to keep track
My question stands just from that response.
I love this session, you guys.
Honestly,
Does Seren laugh? Well.
since we've been back, these have been bangers. And we are.
Dude, they really have that.
She laughed at a Drastos at the hearth.
You gotta get the F.
She laughed a couple of times at Dimitri for reasons that are mysterious.
Right, yeah.
No, she's laughed out loud like a very scant handful of times that you've known her.
Okay.
And she has not done it so far yet, but she is looking at the baby with intensity.
Halfling name, Scant Handful.
So good.
What's scant?
Writing that down.
To Eldritch Blast.
She's looking at the baby and she's watching him like do one of his little horn tuft things if he's still licking the bone, and she's just
He's not.
I am not one to have multiple projects going on at once, but when me and Dwarrick finally part ways for good, we are going to get much closer.
That would be lovely, Kashak.
You would part ways with Dwarf?
That was pseudo
Yeah.
in character. I just.
Look at him. He
I
can't
miss Dwarf.
move his eyes, so he has to move his whole head.
Dwark is almost a completed project, is what Master Kashek means.
When our destinies are no longer closely
Fixing him?
Dwarrick is so mean
Sorry,
to
that
me.
was
Kashak.
rude.
Dwarrick was the first person to tell me that people that I am coming from are bad people, you know?
I didn't mean to say fixing him. I
It is
love
appropriate.
Dwarrick, I do.
Oh, we all love Dwarrick. He has some things.
Well, yeah, don't we all? Well, maybe not.
He
No,
loves
I'm fine.
You are.
Dwarrick loves to take the fact that he talks to the moon too, but she talks back, which I frankly think is really unfair because I love her way more than
You met her.
The moon god. Yes.
Well, not mine. It's sort of like
But a moon goddess.
yeah. So if you think about the moon has phases, I know you know that. So his is sort of like the full moon, and mine is sort of like the new moon.
It is interesting that the moon goddess will choose him.
He did keep being upset about moonlight. He almost seemed as if it was a burden to him.
Well, then give some of it to me.
We discussed that at length. You were there.
You and him?
No, that would be
All of us
discussed.
together?
He rubbed it in your nose.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
face. He rubbed your nose in it.
I have
That's
a
the
nose.
Dwarven could be rude sometimes. That's true.
one. We have all put our feet in our mouths.
Constantly.
That's true. Yes.
We come from different places.
Kashak is looking down at his foot.
It's a figure of speech.
Oh.
It means to misspeak in a way that is sometimes comical.
I don't.
Oh.
I do. He's not a bad person. He's just, he's a bit abrasive to me personally.
Oh,
Do you have words on that, Hieros?
I am always. I love my friends.
We know. We know who you are.
The man did bury you.
Speak.
Abrasiveness
Candidly.
is not really something that I think you or Doric have any what is the word, latitude to.
No, I'm not good at talking to people either. I know that. It's one of his character traits that he points at me quite often. That's all.
Yes.
I'm sure he's equally as annoyed by me.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah.
See, I can use them too. It just takes a bit longer.
Oh, when one is a father, one knows all of these sayings.
You must transcribe some for me.
I can do this.
Does this place remind you of the Blue Water?
Does it?
It's got that sort of homey, rustic feel.
It's got
kinda
sort
what
of like
Freddy mentioned.
I don't know how a homey rustic kind of feel.
Yes,
But
that's what I mean.
It's the blue water was never this lively, except
No.
for that one night.
It reminds me of the tavern. I suppose you didn't really see it very much when we were in Wyvern Glen, but it reminds me of the tavern back there. The Tipsy Scales.
That's lovely.
We'll have to go there when we go back.
Yes.
We don't have to think about that now. If you don't want to.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's no. You please do not. There's nothing to be sorry for. It's just going to be some more conversations, which I am always open to and happy to have.
Do you want us to try again?
To try what again?
Well, after. If we manage to do what we set out to do.
I don't want to. We are having a great time right now, but I don't want to get my hopes up just in case.
Well, it's not a matter of getting your hopes up. If we say we're going to do something, we'll figure out a way to do it.
You've never lacked for drive and ambition, Seren.
I did something wrong.
No.
I make myself sober. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
It's just not so easy sometimes, that's all.
I know.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything wrong. It's fine. Enjoy the rest of your drink.
I don't know if I should.
I think you should.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
No, it is nobody's fault. It is all of our faults equally. And as punishment, we take a drink. You going to deny me this? Come on now. There we go. Eyes. You better give eyes. Important.
Oh, I
There we
didn't
go.
know that.
Kashek? Yes, even though it's water.
Water?
Oh, okay.
There it is. Eyes, Gashek. There we go.
Surrie.
Oh.
Shit!
I was like,
Why do I open my fucking mouth?
hasn't this conversation taken a turn?
Through no small effort, Hieros lifts the conversation back, and perhaps you continue.
Yeah, really.
Both
Building
so
conversational
strong.
muscles.
He's so strong.
His
And
emotional
perhaps
strength.
you continue for a bit to reminisce about fond memories. Well, maybe fond is the wrong word, but memories of Dwarrick. Reminiscing on your.
No, that's a fond, like on the bottom of a pot. That's the kind of
Crusty, burned up shit.
No!
You're not wrong.
crusty.
I'm the only one that likes that.
And as laughter and reminiscence returns, and you find yourselves, boy, you guys have been through a lot in the past couple of weeks here in jolly old Arcadia.
Yikes.
And this is, I think all of you, like, stumble into a good time in a way that you haven't in a really, really long time here in the Boar and Barrel.
Yeah.
And as the frivolity and joy continues, suddenly, Surrie, you feel that earring snap to the back of your neck. And you hear that voice, cool and collected, echo, resonate through your mind. And in the dim light of the tavern, lit by candlelight, seemingly through one circular paned window in the top of the building, a shimmering ray of light pours down and reflects off of your tankard of ale and casts a rainbow into your eyes. Well, now, it has been a moment, hasn't it, in such work you've been up to, but you haven't forgotten about little old me now, have you? Little flower.
No, of course not.
Good.
A lot going on here.
Oh, no, of course I've been keeping a very sharp eye, and you have been busy deciding the course of future events of the entire Republic. My, I must admit, I'm rather proud. Very glad I brought you back. You do make for such interesting fare.
I'm glad you think so.
Oh, I do.
We don't hear her saying anything, do we?
Nope. And in fact, sorry, things kind of like freeze around you. Like you see Hieros and Seren and Kashek freeze as their glasses come together for a cheers.
That's so fucking
Can
cool.
and I don't have any designs on this, but this is truly just out of curiosity. Would Kashek be able to sense this at all? Even just the vaguest of like, what the fuck was that? Has no idea it's associated with Surrie, but just like, maybe. Druid.
No. Yeah,
Like
druid.
a cleric is maybe
Specifically
more like.
druid. Yeah. Give me either.
And I'm not gonna like make this about Kashek. It just.
Give me either nature or survival.
Like that word.
Oh.
Oh, that sucked. 14. It's a 10 modifier. Completely understand if he can.
So, Kashek, your three friends jocularly raise their glasses in toast, and in an earnest effort to get you in on the fun, they ask you to raise your glass of water. And as Hieros says, the eyes, it's very important. You meet the eyes of Seren and Hieros. But when you meet Surrie's eyes, for just a moment, just a flicker, you see prismatic colors flash across the whites of her eyes.
Prismatic colors that Kashek would be familiar with. He has been to the Great Mirage after all. I understand if that's too much.
Ooh, no, that's good. Okay, give me nature or religion.
Well, it ain't gonna be religion. 13.
Ooh.
I understand if that's too much. Like,
No, it's not. It's great. It's great.
We can come back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's come
do
back
that.
to that.
Let's come back.
Yeah. This is
We'll come back to it. Mm-hmm. That's great. I just wanted to check in. You know, since we haven't spoken in a while, I eagerly await nuptials. How are we on that front?
We're working on it. You know, just out of curiosity, what is your interest?
Me?
Yes, yours.
Well, you know, Romance in the Feywild is such a fickle thing.
Is that so?
Well, truly, in the summer court, you're as liable to get a knife in your belly as anything else, if you take my meaning.
I think I do. Was that literal?
I'll never kiss and tell.
My goodness.
But you know what? You mortals are such fascinating little things. You know, I struggle to put myself into the mindset of a thing that exists only to make more of itself. I can't wrap my head around it. And I'm naturally curious. This idea of love that you have, it's romantic to me, interesting, curious, in a cute sort of way. I simply want to observe the miracle of everlasting love as seen through your eyes.
Mine specifically.
Yours, theirs, any of you little things crawling around in your world of mud and salt.
Of course. I can understand that.
Little flower. Do you not believe me? I sense something in your tone. Something a little rebellious, something a little bold. I like it.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
Me? What reason would I have to lie to you?
Well, exactly.
Exactly.
I believe you.
Well, then there we are. A little birdie told me, or perhaps I should say, a little butterfly. It arrived with some family recently. Someone estranged, someone long lost. That must have been interesting. That's a familial love, is a love all its own, isn't it?
Suppose so. I wouldn't know much about that.
Oh no? Well, it's none of my business anyway. Anyway, I just wanted to check in how things are proceeding. But I trust you implicitly, my little flower. I have no doubt that you shall repay me in any way I ask very, very soon. Because, well, you know, after all, I did bring you back to life. With no small effort on my part, I will add.
Is that so?
Well, you know, even for the most powerful and influential among us, wrestling a soul back from beyond is a tricky thing.
Interesting.
Interesting how?
Just interesting. It's not something we here on the mortal plane know much about, is it?
No, I expect you wouldn't. Fumbling in the dark as you are. Well, in any event, do keep me updated, won't you?
Of course.
Good. Thank you for this little chat. Don't stay away for so long. I do miss you when you're gone, little flower.
Would you like me to call on you more often?
Is it sarcasm I sense on your voice?
I am asking a simple question.
You're getting rather good at this game, little flower. If I'm not careful, you may just checkmate me. Take care of yourself.
Of course.
And the necklace snaps from your neck, and you see your friends cheers.
Chink.
An awful, terrible, no good, very bad thought has entered the chat. I won't tell.
I want to know if we've had the same terrible,
What?
horrible, no good, very bad thought.
Nothing at all.
I had a one fear, but that's been quelled.
You
Oh.
basically just admitted to being a virgin.
Then I won't introduce new fears.
God damn it!
No, he admitted to not ever experiencing love the way that mortals do.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If there's no stakes to it, it's different
Hey,
for
he's
them.
had knives.
Yeah, you're right. Can I know the
In
one
his
fear?
guts.
Can I know the one fear?
You know my one fear.
Oh, I think I just had the same thought.
Yeah, no, I think we're all having the same thing.
I'm lost.
To a degree.
Unless it is my one fear, but I know that that's not true.
Anyway.
Anyway, wow, great. Hello.
Yes, hello.
The mead. You know.
I know.
Ah, just hitting you. Yes. I have a great deal of experience drinking the mead. And if you wish to catch up to me, many more years under your belt will you need.
Oh my goodness, yes. I feel like it's better to be slightly drunk when dealing with Axel. Might make things less irritating.
Oh, I just got rid of all of that. That's alright, someone shall have to be the serious one then.
We can get more.
We
No,
can.
Kashek is already not
Very
drinking,
easily.
though he is welcome to.
Kashek, would you like some?
No.
When should we go over there then?
Do you think he's just there waiting for us?
That would be sad.
He's probably T-posing. Nude.
What?
If you clip through the building, you can see him waiting behind it to walk around.
He better not be nude. We gave him enough money for clothing.
Perhaps he just likes being nude.
I know some people who are that way.
Don't want to think about that.
Is Adrastus one of them?
No. With him it is, if he is ever, it is for the sake of harming others.
What?
Their mental abilities. It is if he is
Oh,
trying
it's like
to
an
scar.
intimidation.
He's trying to scar somebody.
Might work rather well.
It's a strange thing because he still has the wooden hands, you see.
Well, yes, that is hands.
I just mean compared to everything else.
Oh.
What time is it?
Who can tell? You've been, the hours have passed. It's sometime midday.
I almost don't want to leave this.
I know.
place.
Well, I feel like
Am I
I
getting
need to
like a
keep
weird
this buzz
sense
going.
of the reason that we don't want to leave? Is it just generally
And these
camaraderie?
lotus flowers are delicious over here, I tell you.
That's potpourri, Hieros!
Oh,
So
sorry.
that might have something to do with it.
Okay, so he's not like, yes, good, stay in my tavern forever.
And when you leave, it's
Seren is experiencing enjoyment.
Literally, yes.
It feels like a spell, but actually you're just having a good time.
Time is passing when I'm not noticing it, and I'm not counting the minute. What is happening?
Yeah.
What, do we want to just wait until time to go to Axel's, or?
What if Basta made up that whole thing?
To get us to come over here and
Have a good time?
no, to
Sabotage him.
It struck me strange. I mean, it could be entirely within just the way of the game as she says it, but perhaps there is no secret and we were just meant to sabotage in the first place.
Yes.
I don't know, I wasn't going to do it anyway.
what if
No, I don't like the idea of cheating.
what if she is trying to just get her hands on his recipe or something?
Ooh.
It's been his recipe the whole time.
Ooh.
Am I doing well now?
No, it's good.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, good. That was my whole thought.
Yes.
I like it.
Well, that doesn't matter. We were agreed we're not doing it.
Unless he's done something to warrant when we come back later tonight.
All right,
which
so
would have to be really
we'll
big.
Decide.
Well, we're
after we
going to
hear
hang
some
out with him here
stories.
tonight.
Yes. Yes.
We're going to have some food with him and trade stories.
Stories. Yes.
I can.
We do have so many stories.
We have so
don't
many
we?
stories, and I have not told anyone any new stories in quite some time.
What will you tell from Barovia?
We can tell anything that's happened to us. So many things have happened to us. In Barovia, outside of here, so many things. So
That
many
time we
places
went to the
we've been.
beach.
Yes.
That was nice.
It was.
Adrastos took you to the beach, yes?
Yes.
That is all.
Yes, that is the whole sentence.
Very good.
That's a little bit the whole story. We kind of sat on the beach and got drunk with the Drastos.
Well, you can let me tell these stories if it makes you feel any
That
better.
would definitely be for the best.
I have not told a good story in a while, not since we were back home. And this man, this Luther man, he can both tell and also enjoy a good story. I can smell that in a man.
Yes, Robin?
What are you smelling? Musk.
Meat, potatoes, I don't know.
Oh, nothing more of you.
Potatoes and molasses.
No.
Do we hang
If
out?
you want some.
Please, just ask us.
Do we hang out here until we go to Axel's?
What else are we gonna do?
Wait. When are we
What?
going to? When are we trying to go to Axel?
I don't know, later afternoon?
6
I don't know why you keep saying
of the
numbers.
clock?
Just before sunset.
Oh,
Is that?
sure. That's a long time to be here. I like it.
Well, it's either be here
time.
or take another gallivant around the city.
No, again, when's the last time we had a day off?
Go back to the palace. and-
Hieros is right. We deserve this.
I'm getting another
we
potato
deserve
then.
this. Another potato. Yes, we've had brunch. We could have
Dunch.
lunch.
Nailed it. All right, so we're just hanging out until you decide to go to action.
Until like
else are we gonna do?
the light starts changing towards late afternoon.
All right, fair enough. If you're drinking, roll another context.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Can I hear any of the conversation around us, and does any of it pertain to the new Duke?
Great. Give me a perception check.
18.
Yeah, a couple of things. Yeah, I mean, listening throughout the day, sort of as Chauncey sort of described, it seems to like shifts come in and out of the bar. You know, as like the service workers of the city get off their shifts and come, and then the other ones have to go back to their shifts, etc., etc. But yeah, there is much talk of the new Duke. Overwhelmingly, the census is that they're just glad somebody's in charge again. But you hear scattered opinions. Many of them were sort of in favor of Casca's strong arm. They think, you know, a little bit of military doctrine would do the city a bit of good. Most of the ones that are talking about Alasia do so in a respectful manner. You don't hear many. The few mentions of Bernard that you hear are, as he alluded to in his speech to the senators, talks about how he much prefers the company of books to people.
He wasn't really the candidate of the layman, as it were.
No.
Not particularly. No, his fancy book learning.
Yeah, ivory tower, folks.
Yeah. But overwhelmingly, folks are just hopeful that now that one has been selected, a little bit of normalcy will come back to the capital.
Good. Okay.
Well, shall we go bother our purple friend?
Oh, con checks.
Oh, right.
The two of you.
Damn it.
Right.
6.
Oops.
18.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh.
Well, I gave you a high one this time.
Fair enough.
Because I figured
I did succeed on my last one, though.
you did. Yes, you did. So, okay. So at least 50% of the party, as you finally decide, as the light changes within the bar, and you think it's about time to mosey on over to Axel's, at least 50% of the party, this 50%, are really excited to see your friend Axel.
I think it'll be great. I mean, you know, he seems like he can have a good time.
He could have had anything prepared at this place. It could look like anything.
Yeah, you know, we've probably kept him waiting a bit. We've been away.
Right.
I missed the table a little bit, but I found it.
I saw you
we're
did.
Good. No, we're good.
Well, the table is here for you. So let's go bother our friend with clothes who is purple.
He'd better have clothes.
That's also Axel.
Oh, Seren, I apologize.
Why?
Comparing her to Axel.
I didn't mean to compare anybody to anybody. I never do that.
I'm just kidding. I'm sure he's... Never mind.
I don't know what's going on. We should go.
Where
It's
is
been a
he?
long day.
The Queen's... Where is the Queen's, etc.?
It's on the square.
It's in the square.
Somewhere.
We've been to the lot.
Hieros hasn't
We've been
seen
to
it,
the
though.
Oh yeah, no, we were at the lot.
Yeah, you did go to the empty lot.
Yeah.
Shall we then?
Yeah,
Let's go see the man.
Scoop up Mr. Man.
At long last,
Finish off the mead.
Yeah.
as
I'll
you
come back for
depart, Luther catches your eye as you make your way out and says, "Well, taking off, are we?"
We'll be back for later, like we said.
We will be back.
I
We said
sure
it.
do hope so. Inside of this place hasn't been so bright in quite some time.
Oh, this man.
That's very sweet.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Well, we will.
Very good.
We'd be
Later tonight.
fools not to.
I'll be looking forward to swapping stories later this evening.
Yes.
I'll hold you to it.
Hieros is a wonderful storyteller.
I look forward.
As do I.
I'm having a terrible thought.
What else is new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor hasn't bothered with your wig in quite a while.
Wow.
That's something.
That was good.
When we
No,
come
I'm
back,
sorry.
when we come back here and there's like a bloody trail from like his back room.
Ah, you made it. Just
Y'all-
in time.
No,
for
and he's at the end of it dead.
Just in time for finger painting lessons.
Y'all want some pig?
Let's go to the Queen's, etc.
Off you go.
and have a nice time.
Definitely.
We will.
All right. Off you go. Across the square.
Oh wait, I'm gonna do a fun little roll.
I do.
What?
Never mind.
Off you go to where you once viewed the vacant lot, which Axel purchased with gold graciously invested. You come to it. It's been a long time coming. You've had several interactions with our best friend Axel. Invested quite a not a tiny sum into this little business venture,
Given him a lot of money.
I might say. Yeah. And so, let that then determine your feelings as you arrive upon the Queen's etc.
It's still an empty lot. We ran away with our money.
The entirety of the facade of the building somehow looks like woven fabric, scrawled in elegant cursive, gold lettering across a deep purple background. The Queen's etc. etc. ... The front doors are two brass hands reaching upwards. What would you like to do?
Check.
Is this like a circus?
No.
Keep in mind that the two of you are very, very excited.
Wow.
I mean, you're feeling how you're feeling. You know what I mean.
I mean, it looks great.
I hope they have elephants.
I don't know if he could fit one in
It's
there.
a very handsome color. Kashek, would you do me the honor of knocking on the... Thank you.
You do so. But there is no answer.
That hand is a big hand.
That means we can go in.
Hang on. Well, yes,
Yes.
it's a shop. Let's just open the door.
Most shops you can go into.
I open the door.
I have found.
Going in,
Let's go.
Axel.
entering inside,
Alex.
Whoa.
you find... That fits, actually.
I was gonna say, I was like, that was perfectly timed.
Oh, there's a lintel. Oh, good.
Oh, careful.
It is the entire floor of this building. Is a long corridor, the walls of which are lined with portraits in eccentric frames. Every portrait depicts the same woman, almost alien in her beauty, a Kate Blanchett type, if you will, with sleek raven hair. In some, she is sat atop a pile of gold. In others, she holds the, like the monarchs of Europe with the rod and the bauble. In some, she's completely nude, sat atop a horse. In some, she is elegantly draped across a long sofa with grapevines tentatively placed and fruit falling upon her.
Is this
Tasteful.
Miranda de Arcadia, or does this look like a different queen completely?
Certainly not.
Can't believe
In all the reliefs you've seen of her thus far.
connected.
Yeah. That's where I'm like, yup,
Duh.
yup,
Yeah, boy.
yup.
Anyway, that's an Ian thought, not a Hieros
Sarah
thought
has no idea what's going on.
whatsoever.
Madison just went, oh no.
At the end of the
I think your manager might report to his manager.
God damn it.
There are you know that Axel is a purveyor of magical items, but you see nothing except these portraits on the walls. At the end of the corridor,
This is a very good painting.
This is what he's spending all our money on? This?
I get it.
Well, sure, but...
at the end of the hallway is not but a long, fine wooden desk with what looks like a music box sat upon it.
I scoop up the little guy so he can't get into anything.
I scoop up
I
the
know.
music button.
I screw up Kashek.
I know.
Oh, here we go.
Listen, I know, but
just
there's
stay
a
on the
lot of
ground.
things to possibly get yourself into trouble with here.
What would you like to do?
Axel!
This is great.
Do you think this is like a bell, like some shops have?
That's a really good idea.
I open it.
Opening the music box?
Hello.
That's not Axel.
Oh,
Could be.
Opening up the music box, a tiny little marionette or it's like those those little like things where you like push the bottom in and they like slip over.
Nutcrackers.
Yeah, like a little nutcracker.
Yeah.
Rising up out of it is like a little wooden figure
with like the
like a little wooden
threads
figurine,
stuff.
yeah, of Axel.
Oh my god.
He's this Mo.
No,
well, actually,
you met him,
that-
Hieros.
That is Axel.
Oh, I did meet
No,
him.
has she met?
Yes, you met him.
Yes, we
That
saw-
time he was being very cryptic about me.
When was that?
We were in the weird random wayside tavern.
He just kind of like appears.
Wasn't that-
You told him to go to our house.
Wasn't that between Traben and Wyvern Glen?
No. You met him. You told him to go to our house. I
Oh.
remember this distinctly.
Anyway,
It was when we visited the lot that was still empty. I'm so sorry.
I trust anything Robin says because she's listened to all this twice.
yeah, I was like,
I'm like, she's
there's
the
no
Bible,
arguing.
and-
That's fair.
Yeah.
I trust you.
And as this little figure arises from the music box, it begins to animatedly move its little wooden arms around, and you hear a small squeaky voice emerge from it. Welcome, friends, to the purveyor of wares. Look around, though hold your stares.
Rhymes.
If you're here with a mighty and specific need, all you need do is ask of the queen. And he does like a little bow.
Axel, where are you?
Oh, hang on. I go to the nearest portrait.
Starfire.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I go to the nearest portrait where her boobs are tastefully.
Great, fantastic.
Yeah. Your Majesty, might we please speak to Axel?
Her face swivels, like the colors and shapes of it flowing, all of the little pointillisms, as she moves. She levels her deep amber eyes at you, looks at you appraisingly for a moment, and then, like a model, steadies her neck and delicately turns her chin beyond the wooden desk, and speaks out. Dewdrop, there are customers about.
Who's Dewdrop?
I think I know who that is.
No, I know who it is. That's
And emerging from like when people do that elevator skit
Yeah.
like Michael Jackson on the This Is It tour.
from behind the wooden desk. You see Axel emerge. He is dressed to the nines. He's got high-waisted pants that come up to like right here.
Oh, yeah.
With an enormous, gleaming, intricately carved jade buckle right in the center. And he's wearing like an admiral's cape, that's a jacket.
I hate this guy so much.
But
He's so
like
cool.
clasped
Stop making
right
me
at
sexy.
at the clavicles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
And he's wearing like this enormous Commodore's tri-pointed hat with a fine feather coming up out of it.
It's a tits outlook.
And he looks at you all with an enormous grin spread across his face and says, well, at last, my friends, now we're open for business. And he immediately, like from his sleeve, pulls this red ribbon, throws it to one side and tosses it to the other, and then from his other sleeve pulls an enormous pair of silver scissors and hands it like a sword at a knighting ceremony, just generally to all of you.
Do either of them look? Hieros, you did. You
I
did.
want to do
He
it.
hands
I want to
you
do
have to
it.
take each of the like handles in one hand.
I've always wanted to do this.
Cut away, my friend, and let the bells of our glorious partnership ring.
Bells!
Did you put something in my water?
No.
This is magic, my boy.
Kishek, you and I are undergoing the same emotions, I hope.
You're humoring him. Why?
He's humoring me. This is hilarious.
You cut it, and he snaps his fingers. You cut it, and he snaps his fingers, and the 1812 overture starts, or whatever the. And like sparks fly out from behind his shoulders, and like pop, just tiny little ones pop and illuminate the like
I'm
chambers of
losing my mind right now.
And he like gets in and he starts like orchestrating with his fingers.
She's trying so hard to be upset and she can't. This is the most both annoyed and pleased at the same time. She's just experiencing the emotion.
Welcome, this is thanks to you. Your gold has paved the way for the most eccentric shop
He's singing!
this republic has ever seen and will ever see. So thank you, you and you and you and you.
Singing. He's singing!
And like the little tiny fireworks happening just in this shop get more and more eccentric before finally the music crescendos and an enormous burst goes off and then all the paintings start clapping and he does a deep bow.
That was the most... This is not anything but Seren. I love you so much.
Yes, my disdain is all for Axel.
Yeah, no, she's annoyed. I'm having the fucking time of my life right now.
This is incredible. That was so
That was
good.
horrible.
I'm going back to the desert.
Me too!
I don't know what you are all talking about.
There's a very long pause.
I've seen
Is
a lot
there?
There's a very
Because
long
I say, humble as ever,
I really thought
dewdrop.
that it's a bit understated, isn't it?
Well, you know me, I can't help myself but indulge in a little bit of flair and fanfare.
I've seen a lot of magic, but that was magic.
Thank you, my friend. I knew you'd appreciate it.
Eh.
Well, look upon your works, ye mighty, and rejoice.
I didn't paint these.
Thanks to your efforts, the Queen's etc. is at last the finest purveyor of rare magical goods Arcadia has ever known.
Are you wearing a shirt?
Yes, he has a big flowy pirate shirt.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. That I did
Stop
not say
making him sexy.
I won't.
that.
This is a nice hallway. I like it.
Yeah, where's the stuff?
Yeah, and sort of like gesturing his arms grandly, he then sort of folds in, just tucks a palm beneath his chin, leans his elbow on the countertop, and just sort of leans into all of you. So, what do you think?
Dare I ask who your companion is?
The painting, you mean?
Her Majesty, as I understand.
Naturally. Well, though you are my favorites, I do have some other business associates displayed in finery here. You might call her a patron of the arts.
This is where you run into trouble with the word patron.
Oh,
because
because it
both
sounds
a
like
warlock.
patron.
Shit!
Well,
I think your manager reports to his manager.
Shit.
What time is it?
That sucks.
I don't know, call it 4 or 5 in
You
the
could still
afternoon.
talk to him.
In the
I'm going
evening.
to.
Bro, what if she's from one court and he's from the other court and you guys are sworn enemies?
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
Good, I'll kill him.
Yeah, y'all just hanging out and drinking. Absolutely.
You've certainly been busy.
Indeed I have. And this is all thanks to you. And so, I am always generous and grateful to those who help me along my way. Look at how far we've come, eh? When we first met, you were just some dirty nobodies out of the old valley. And me, I was naked. Look at me now. Look at you now. Selecting the Duke. Charting the course for the greatest nation the world has ever known for years to come. Look at you, beautiful bastards.
I would heartily love to be a dirty nobody again.
it's okay. We are beautiful. He's right.
That's true, we are.
Yes, though many of us do wish to return to squalor, destiny seizes hold of us, propels us into a grand and glorious future, and we are but servants. Aren't we?
Say it.
Ian laughed at butt servants. Hieros did not.
Very well played. I see behind your eyes.
What? Who?
Stop looking at him! People keep looking at
I
him!
need to go to bed. Who is this? See me?
Well,
People
thank
keep
you for
looking at my
coming to
dad
the grand
disrespectfully.
opening. And as is requisite for such a grand affair, I've prepared a little something for all of you.
Snacks.
No,
Good.
something better.
Oh,
A little present. A thank you gift for getting me to where I am now. And he pulls from under the counter a sort of long box, like you might see at the sort of like at the end of a noble's bed or something like that. And he opens it up, and inside is a ring, a necklace, a scarf, and a circlet. I'll let you figure out amongst yourselves who gets what. But they're for you.
Now, I know you wouldn't pass up the opportunity to speak of your... what's a good word for wares that makes them sound fancy?
I can only think of wares.
Ian says accoutrements.
Oh, thank you.
Accoutrements!
Accoutrements!
You're only too right. Yeah.
Worth it.
Surveyor of magical items such as I am, I've picked up a few things in my many years of service, and these items, very special, of my own design. But I hate to spoil a surprise. Please, choose.
you're a magic man.
Amongst other things.
Wow.
You can tell just from looking.
Yeah, well,
Axel.
I've got a good eye for things.
Now, unfortunately, being in the capital in as brief a time as I've been, I think I've been a bit poisoned by the mindset around here. So please, I do beg your pardon for what I'm about to ask.
By all means, we are equitable partners in a thriving business. Feel free to talk to me as you would any associate of similar rank.
These gifts are freely given, are they not?
My dear Seren,
I see, I knew.
offended.
I knew that was going to happen.
I have not been anything but an equitable business partner in our relationship thus far, have I not? I know I've asked much. I recognize it, but I've returned in kind some small favors, a few stones through which you may communicate, a means of travel. This is an extension of that gratitude.
And please forgive me again, it's just, such kindness is not often seen out in the world. I'm just beginning to grow a bit suspicious of it, that's all.
A wise outlook, Seren. But I pledge, I'm a loyal and consummate friend.
Do I believe him?
Consummate.
He didn't answer the question.
Not consummating.
He didn't
You can give me an insight check.
He didn't answer the question. An insight
What
check?
was
You can give me an insight check.
Like a
19.
legitimate, that's consummating again.
You can't fucking tell with this guy. He's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's just so, he's like an eel. Like, as soon as you think you have a hand on him, he's back in the tide pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything that he's given to you thus far hasn't caused any problems, and in fact, only helped. Right?
Can we take a closer look at each of these items then?
Sure. Like, what are you trying to discern?
I just want to know what they look like.
Great question. They're yours, so whatever one you choose, I'll actually let you decide what they look like.
There's a scarf, there's a necklace, there's a ring, and there's
A
a
ring,
circlet.
a necklace, a scarf, and a circlet.
And we don't know what they do.
Only good, I promise.
Oh, cool. Well, I am already married, so I should not take the ring.
I've already got a ring as well.
I would like the ring.
You can have the ring then.
I feel the circlet would be kind of silly on me.
Oh, that one's mine then, I suppose.
It doesn't have to be.
I said, turning to Kashek.
Silly can be good. I don't mind.
No, that's all right.
We also don't know what they do. If one suits another of us better than the other, then I am more than willing to trade.
No, that's fine.
I would wear the ring on a other finger.
You would have to, because if it fits my ring finger.
I will
Put it on my
cautiously
top
pick
pinky.
up the circlet then.
You do so. Nothing happens to picking it up. Do you put it on?
I don't like the way you said that. Sure, I shall.
Loading.
A scarf and
A necklace.
Yeah. Do other folks want to pick before we find out what they do?
Yeah, we don't know what they do.
Ring, circlet.
What do you want?
I kind of want this scarf.
Necklace. I kind of thought you would.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Necklace,
I
scarf.
literally was like, Hieros is gonna want the scarf.
I know it's hot in the desert.
Necklace. I think that works with the strength.
Okay. Maddie, you picked first.
Oh God.
Putting it upon your head, you feel seized with inspiration. You gain the alchemist feat.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The best of both worlds, baby.
I know what the alchemist feat.
Does anybody else want to put theirs on? The ring pops on. Let's see what
Ring
happens.
pop. No, it's gone!
Are you fucking kidding?
Did we self-select?
How's it
You
different?
get the mobile feat.
Ooh, that's super
Oh,
good,
baby.
dude.
Are you
Christ.
kidding me? Wowzers! Okay, who puts it on next?
Scurf, I think, was next.
Scurf. Let's see what happens. That kind of works too. You gain the linguist feat.
I can't buy that.
Alright.
All right, who's last? Jack.
That's me, Necklace.
Jesus, dude, this has gone well. Kashak.
Can't wait for the CR17 monster work.
Yeah.
You gain the tough feat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my little beefy man. That's retroactive, right?
These
40.
are items of true talent. Putting them upon yourselves unlocks the talent hidden deep within your soul. And you gain a random feat. I know.
Put him away.
I know.
I'm never gonna play this man.
I know.
Well,
I didn't. It was random.
I know. Okay, I know.
Scarf of true talent.
Sexual preference.
Scarf of true talent, ring of true talent, necklace of true talent, circlet of true talent.
Yes.
It gives you a random feat.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
May I describe what it looks like?
I can
Yes,
do
please.
so much with my bonus action.
Okay, wait, no, it's not retroactive.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Shaq has 135 hit points.
That is one beefy owl.
That's okay. You're
he
still
needs to
30
realize.
behind
Yeah,
Hieros.
oh, this man was never meant to be this beefy.
I can't believe that kind of all worked in flavor.
It's okay, because guess what? My intelligence increases by 1.
Yeah, mine just did too.
Remember when that witch turned us into animals and it kind of worked?
D&D is a magic game.
We're perfect for each other. We're so
D&D
good at
D&D
this
is a
game.
magic game.
Are you sure you don't want to switch?
I
I'm not
it's
saying I want
individual.
to.
It doesn't matter which item you have.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever
just
you
roll
put
the
on, you
random
get a
one.
random
Gotcha.
He
feat.
just rolled the feats randomly.
Yeah,
They're not tied.
Yeah, I just did a random number generator between 1 and 75.
Oh, I should.
And that's what you got.
You guys were talking about it. I was telling you, it's like you just see Shaq put it on.
Yeah.
He's just staring off into space.
All of a sudden, he's like Larry the Lobster.
He's like, I wonder what this will do.
I don't feel no different.
Wow, I can't. Yeah, so we got.
That's beautiful.
And that's what I rolled. So I'm gonna give you the UA Alchemist feat. Mobile.
I found it.
Linguist, tough.
That was 1,000 times more powerful than turning to level 14 for a druid. So it's like, oh cool, bunnies won't attack me now.
Linguist kind of works for
very
Hieros though.
silly.
Does.
No,
It's very in flavor.
Oh, 100%. He is. I am not at all. I'm having a great. This is great because Ian, love when my characters know languages for one thing. And two, he's. All right, let's communicate. Let's talk this out. Let's
Yeah,
correct, you know.
correct.
And now he can do that more. And I get to choose the 3, unless you want to ascribe.
No,
3
no,
to
no,
it.
please,
Okay.
please, by all means.
All
It's
right.
the feat as written.
All right.
Can we tell? This is a little bit of a meta question, but like, do we have to discover what these things do, or did I put this on and go? Suddenly, I feel better
Oh
at
shit,
potions.
that's right.
I feel so fast.
Well, it takes an hour to attune to something, technically speaking.
Okay. Like after an hour, will I be?
But yeah, like after spending an hour with these items upon your person, suddenly you feel good at something.
Are you cool with exotic languages?
Sure, I am.
Great.
Just for flavy, then.
Yeesh.
This circlet is very understated, fine silver wrought.
Mm-hmm.
The center has just no decoration whatsoever, except for like one little loopy to indicate right in the middle that this is where you put it on your forehead. And then there's like a little fine, thin spray of crystals that go like over your ear, kind of like fascinator
Fucking
style.
sick.
And
Yeah.
suddenly I feel way better at potions. And the crystals themselves are like the ones that are on the base of her mini. So they're like a turquoise
Yeah,
lavender.
he knew. He knew which ones you were gonna pick.
Yeah, obviously he did.
Yeah,
So-
mechanically it was random, but in
Axel
game,
knew.
in
Yeah,
world,
right. Yeah, he knew. He knew.
Yeah.
That is just the most kismet.
I know, it's pretty nutty. What a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Items of true talent.
Shit, fuck,
And
hell and ass.
Yeah, welcome to my world right now.
Shit, fuck, and
I had a whole plan.
dicks.
Sorry, bro.
I'm never gonna play this boy.
Well, you can still.
I'm gonna.
my guy.
Give it to me.
No.
You're there.
I know.
There's a whole time skip. You can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
there is.
Like a year's gonna go by.
Not to
That's a lot.
put this out into the world, but I am going to be indestructible when I'm airborne.
Good.
I know you have the arrow catching shield and
Good.
so many hit points.
I'm
You're
now
the
tough.
healer.
I have the arrow catching shield, and I also have shield master,
I gotta
which I
text
have not
Caitlin
been
about
fully
this.
utilizing.
Immediately.
I can't
You're
fucking
the
believe there's
healer.
so many useless feats. I can't believe how that
Yeah.
went.
Yeah, really. I could have gotten like chef
Oh
or
my god,
something.
if I had
Dude, Chef is good.
Chef is
Yeah,
good.
Also,
It's
Hieros
good.
would love that feat.
That's yeah.
That would have been fun.
I was rooting for it. But
That's
it's-
alright.
it's
That's
ran-
alright. That's
It's
alright.
random.
Yeah.
Axel closes the hope box, slides it back under the desk.
Axel, this is a kingly gift.
One of my own creation.
You are
Inspired by your heroics, of course.
You are an individual of no small skill, my friend.
You're right.
Humble as always, as I said.
So, I suppose I should explain to you exactly the business you've invested in, how it proceeds. Now, there's no shortage of bauble shops and pawnbrokers in the capital. If you want some trinket or magical item, there's no shortage of places you can go. What I'm in the business of are rare and exceptional things. Things to suit a mighty and specific need. So if you ever have something you're in the market for, either by name or purpose, you come on back here and we'll just see what Axel can cook up for you. Eh? And he begins to turn the crank on the music box. I've got all sorts of things in here. All one needs to do is ask.
They're in the box.
The maestro and the music box and the.
The
I'm not
what?
saying that. That's
Oh
not.
God,
that's
you
me.
said it in her
Sorry,
accent.
I'm so sorry. The maestro and the music box.
In fact,
Sorry, panic attack.
Sorry.
In fact, I've already got a customer lined up who asked for something very specific. Let's see, what was it? And he's cranking the music box, and suddenly the top flies open and boom, flying into the air. The lid again quickly closes, and he just sort of catches it seamlessly. A ship in a bottle. Something a client asked for, special order. Very rare, this is.
Is it?
Indeed.
How do you make these things?
This one, no, I didn't make. This one I procured. Would you like to see what it does?
Yes.
Yes.
Might I be as impolite as ever and inquire?
By all means, we are business partners after all.
Inquire who might have commissioned you?
Oh, I never kiss and tell.
Of course, of course.
Well, it just seems strange that you did mention it at all.
I would
If
love
you
to see
weren't
what
going
it
to
does.
divulge that.
Well, it's the fruits of your labor, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Would you all like to see what it does?
Yes. I
Yes.
really want to see what it does.
Please, Axel.
I'll need consent from all of you.
We're about to get fairy tailed again.
Yes.
I want to see what the ship does.
We can't disappoint Hieros.
I already said yes.
I suppose, Axel.
Let's take a check.
Is there any chance it could harm the little one?
Or us.
Us.
Oh, right.
What? Capable heroes such as yourselves? You've
Does
nothing
this-
to fear from anything.
Does this look like a capable hero to you? And I hold him out like when you hold up a cat. Like long cat style.
He's nothing to fear from something as simple.
Ian knows what it is!
It's a child's toy. Honestly, a
We've
collector's item.
Speaking of child's toys, before you show us what's in that bottle, there's a children's toy maker from the Old Valley I think you might do wonderful business with.
If I don't see what happens with that,
Yes.
I'm just going to freak out, and I don't want to freak out.
Yes. Okay, show us.
This is a ship in a bottle. No! Dear God, there's more. Yes.
Master Kashaki, the last one I'm waiting a scent from.
I will go wherever my friends do.
Very good.
Yeah, Madison's down for the shenanigans. Let's go.
Oh yeah, this is yeah.
Let's go on a journey, shall we?
What?
All of you feel a strange sensation. A tugging behind the nose as the wind and world begins to spin
I'm so upset right now.
around you. And you are sucked into the neck of the bottle. A strange barrage of light and mist and salt air meets your faces as suddenly you find yourselves tumbling at terminal velocity through the air, the wide, wet expanse of the ocean approaching you at uncomfortable speed. What would you like to do?
Where is he? I'm holding on to the boy. Are you diving?
I'm diving in. Yes, please.
No! I'm looking for this motherfucker!
Give me a perception check.
I can gentle fall.
Yeah.
You sure can.
I don't
Can
take. I can negate up to like 50
Surface of the
fall damage.
sea is
Perception?
tumbling towards you.
29!
Jesus Christ.
I'll go into a rage before I hit.
Huh? Okay.
What the fuck, Trevor?
Well, I just gave it a 50-50. He's falling through the air beside you.
Good.
Well, then I turn.
His arms behind his back.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting in a lounge chair, just kind of falling through the air.
Then I.
What would you like to do?
Boy in,
Dion is diving. What is everybody else doing?
boy in arm. I'm going to do my best, like assume the position.
The boy's not there.
What the fuck?
The boy's not there.
Then I turn to him and I grab him by his coat and I go, "What the fuck?
I told you he has nothing to fear.
Where is he?"
Probably where
Safe
we
in
were.
the shop, never fear, my darling.
If we look like we're about to hit something, I'd like.
You're about to hit the surface of the ocean.
Well, then I take a fucking diving stance.
Okay, athletics check.
A gentle fall. I need to make a dex save.
Great.
But I only need to beat a 10.
Sure, that's fine.
Featherfall.
Great.
Yeah,
You
I
can
don't
do up to 6
take
people
fall
with that if you want
damage.
to.
Featherfall!
Everybody.
Well, that was a 5
Not
on the
him.
athletics, but I can negate 45
Well,
hit
that's
points
lucky,
of fall
'cause
damage.
Surrie cast Featherfall.
Great.
Not
Well,
Mal-
anyway, my
not- I
athletics
almost
check
called
is
him Alex.
26.
No, you would have been fine. But so, Hieros, you're still like an Olympic diver
It's like a bullet.
through the air, but you sort of slow your descent and just sort of gently nestle your way into the water below.
Just all the way down, like.
All of you kind of float your way gently into the lapping sea below you, and emerging again above the waves.
Swim!
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Then I grab you.
I will take you.
Fucking swim.
Then I haven't let go of
I'm
his coat then.
flying. I'm floating above.
Sure, yeah. Axel's head breaks the surface of the water, and he sort of shakes the drops of the salty sea from his flowing locks, and he just looks around sort of innocently, and he says, "Oh, I was so sure I broke the curse on that."
What is this?
Then I immediately grab him in front of his coat again, and I am looking him in the eyes with my like, haha, I'm Seren, and I've had a character arc over the last 2 years. I like went right back to like completely enraged, utterly terrifying, stone-faced.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Where is he? And where are we?
Fear not, he's safe back in the shop as I told
And
you.
how long will it take us to get back?
Well, that
No,
is an interesting question.
Axel!
Isn't it? Well, I'm terribly sorry about all this. I was so sure that I broke the curse on this, but you know, now that we're all here,
Is he lying?
we might as well break it together, yes?
Axel.
You needed our help, you could have just asked.
Well, you know, we're business partners. I figured we're all in this together, and to be...
You needed our help and you didn't ask.
No. No. But now that we're all here,
If I could swim,
I start to
I'd
drown him.
already be swimming away.
You know when you're the biggest kid in the pool and you hold something underneath?
Stop! That's not going to help
Take
anything.
it easy.
It's not going to help anything.
If anyone
Now
has
I'm
a
humming up. Now I'm humming like a ham under my breath to calm myself
I
down.
appreciate your candor. That's not going to help anything.
if anyone has a hope of getting us out of here, it's this man.
well,
Also, that was really fun.
Hieros is like also worth it.
Wait! Floatable boat!
yeah, that is a thing you have.
I pull it out of the bag of holding and unfold it to the biggest size.
Big boat.
You do so and clamber inside of the makeshift raft. Yeah, all of you soaked to the bone.
Salt water?
Yeah,
Good.
yes, it is. Collecting yourselves in the boat, Axel, for a moment, kind of takes off his Commodore's cape and sort of wrings it out. What an unexpected turn of events.
Unexpected.
I would
Is that
say.
so?
What is the curse? What is the curse? What does it entail?
Well, if you'd believe it, long ago, in the early days of Arcadia, it was much ravaged by pirates, being seaborne and all. And, they were quite perplexed in these early days, and so they turned to some mages, as they were establishing a university not too far away. And they went to these mages and they said, "Dear mages, we are terribly perplexed by these pirates. Is there anything you can do for us?" One in particular, a dread captain, the Scourge of Starfall Bay, they called them. And so these mages says, "Well, yes, we are mages. There's very much we can do." And they may, perchance, have solved the little problem by sealing away this pirate ship inside of a bottle.
And we have to find the Scourge of Starfall Bay inside this Hieros. I can see you're very excited.
This is just like these stories.
I have to ask, what was your intended effect, Axel? What did you intend?
Releasing
Tell me.
him or her.
Tell me what
or
you
them?
intended. No, I need to hear what he intended.
Well,
Truly.
This
And we don't
pirate
lie.
captain.
And we don't lie to each other, Axel. We don't.
No, never would I. No, this pirate captain, he sailed the seven seas and all, and collected very much treasure. Wow. Things that might be treasures that might be attractive to certain patrons of the arts.
Now hold on.
Your Majesty is what you're talking
Now
about.
hold on. You're saying that this was not the intended effect.
No, this very much was.
I'm going to kill you! You dragged us into a chore for your wife!
And let's call it there! Kashek is up in the owl's nest just like, I'm above this.
This is gonna be fun.
Thanks for joining us on this verse of the Last Song of Arcadia. It featured Ian Agnew as Hieros, Madison Cadulo as Seren, Freddy Nietzsche as Kashek, Robin Fender as Surrie, and Trevor Fail as the Dungeon Master. Crit Out of Luck is brought to you with help from our Patreon supporters, Ralph, Raspy, Campbell, Brandon, Anne, and Andrew. If you had fun listening today, you can also support us at patreon.com/critoutofluck. Stay cool.